From the hot air balloon capital of the world, this is live coverage of the 2025 ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. It's Balloon Fiesta Live. And now, direct from the rooftop studio at Balloon Fiesta Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico, here are your hosts, Art Lloyd Jr. and Ted Maes.
Hello, world, and welcome to Albuquerque and the 53rd ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, Sunday morning, day number 2, session number 3.
Buenos dias, all.
Hey, and it's looking to be a much better day weather-wise here in Albuquerque. I'm Art Lloyd Jr. Ted Maes is here. We'll be checking in with Diane Kinderwater down on the field throughout the day. We are so glad that you are here with us because we're in, I think, for a fabulous day of flying and other great things here at Balloon Fiesta.
It's shaping up to be spectacular after that cold front pushed through last night. We got in a glow, which was fantastic.
We managed to sneak one in last night.
You know, growing up here, I was talking to a couple of people this morning. You know, I really never thought we'd see fabric out. I thought we'd see a candlestick last night. So it was really nice. We got some great shots from Gary from our drone that we'll share again today with some live stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a good one.
Going to be a very good day. So we also think we've gotten through some of our first day, jitters and all those types of things. Dawn Patrol already cold inflating. We'll be seeing them standing up. We should be going to pilots briefing. And it is the Sunday. It is the memoriam and the in remembrance type of day. And so we have a special presentation we'll be doing right after we check in with pilots briefing and hear more about that. But, it has been it's shaping up to be a great day. Looks like there's actually even some steerage up there. You were looking at the winds ahead of time. What are you seeing?
It looks like it's modeling up to be kind of an awkward box, but a box nonetheless. So you'll see the pilots going to the northwest if it all holds as the sun comes up, hitting about 500 feet and then coming right back over the field, going in towards the city. So as a pilot, probably not the most optimal way to go, but there's going to be a box there, and it's not super fast. It's kind of slow. So anyone that's coming out of the field and everybody that's out there watching us live on Balloon Fiesta Live, you're in for a treat today because I think it's going to be spectacular.
Just absolutely spectacular. Of course, we're going to talk about a special discount code for you to go shopping. We're going to be able to let you.
And there's that shot from the north of the field.
Yeah, if you weren't here yesterday, we're up to 11 camera angles now that we're able to provide. And the one you're seeing there now, that is from the very far north end of the field, which is like, a half a mile away?
Yeah.
And so they zoomed all the way in. As you see, as they zoom out, now you're starting to see the entire field.
You can see the shadows of the Dawn Patrol there to the left.
Yep.
So, it's an amazing shot.
And the balloon trucks, probably with crew there because all the pilots are supposed to be over at pilot briefing by this time.
And all of the Krispy Kremers and the Dawn Patrollers, they already had their brief this morning. They have their own brief that happens.
Probably had their donut too.
They had their donuts and their coffee, absolutely. So there we see Shalina Shamo flying in balloons deep right there. She's going to be participating in the balloon glow this morning.
And the stars behind that, Tim Taylor.
Correct.
And
it's kind of hard to see who else is in the middle of that.
Who the rest is. As they get a little more air in there, they start lighting them up. We'll be able to identify them a little bit better for you, so that you can see them. And then, of course, as Ted mentioned, Krispy Kreme right after that.
Yeah, it looks like Chuck Schick is who that is there, right in the middle, kind of.
In the middle, kind of squeezed in there.
Yeah. So.
They typically line up in the same order, so if we would pay attention to what that order is, we'd be much better at this.
Right.
Hey, so we're going to talk more about, this is one of the 75-foot tall pylons. You're going to hear us talk a lot more about those over the next few days because as pilots come in over the field, they need to be at a minimum of 75 feet off the ground. And so those pylons being 75 feet tall, that's their visual measurement. Actually, not only for them, but for those of us on the ground. So then it's like, no, your basket was down by the Isleta logo. That's not 75 feet.
Correct. Well, and then once they get over the scoring area, they could come right down to the deck
Right.
During the competition, you don't want to touch the deck because you will be penalized, but they can fly right down to the deck and then go back up. So the rules are, as you come in, you need to be approximately 200 feet as you approach the field, and then you can drop to the 75 marker, and then
when you
to
get over the
deck.
park, and then when you get, then you can get over the flag there. Yeah, it's really kind of a whole upside down cake, if you will, wedding cake type of thing, where I can come to the ground, as you said, at the boom, 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 and it just keeps. The farther out you get, the higher you have to be.
Well, and today, as they launch, if they're going to come back over the field, I'm sure Henry's talking about it right now at briefing, they need to be at least 500 feet if they're going to box back over the field. That allows the traffic underneath to be able to depart from Fiesta Park. And look at that crowd out there. It's going to be.
And I'm looking at the flags, and you see just bare movement.
Night and day from yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, the flags were whipping so hard last night. It's kind of, And there's it was the Main Street stage out there, and we have a camera on that end of the field, right there by the stage. Is this?
I believe that's Pat.
It's probably Pat's crew.
Yes, getting ready to put.
Pat Irwin will be flying his balloon, and our cameraman this morning. Pat's balloon is Battleborn.
And I spoke with our cameraman Jason this morning.
Yeah.
This is his first balloon ride officially.
Whoa.
So he's got some double duty. He's going to have to get us some great shots, and we talked about what he should be looking for. And, he says he's been in a tethered balloon, and I said, well, it's a little bit different than a tether, my friend. So he should have fun out there, and you guys should get some spectacular shots from Jason up there.
Have the ability to, to experience it as well. The other part of this experience deal here is we would really love for you that are watching us to share our feeds, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, catching it through the website, watching it on kanw.org or any of the other opportunities that are out there. Go ahead and share and tag Balloon Fiesta Live, Balloon Fiesta, tag all that. We would love for you to be able to help people find Balloon Fiesta Live.
Yes.
This is our 9th year, and so we want to really make sure that people are up to speed and tuning in and enjoying all of the action. Of course, you can also interact with us live throughout the show on our YouTube chat or our Facebook chat as well.
Well, our first viewer comment of the day today. So not only do we want it done here in the United States, we want this worldwide. We have Cohen from Belgium. He was our first viewer on Facebook this morning. So good afternoon to you over in Belgium. But please share that. If you're going to put up any photographs on social media, please use hashtag Balloon Fiesta Live and hashtag Balloon Fiesta. So it gets pushed out through all of social media and the internet.
Absolutely. And if you have pictures of yourself or your pets, or your watch party, whatever you'd like to call that, go ahead and email them to us at balloonfiestalive@balloonfiesta.com. balloonfiestalive@balloonfiesta.com. We would love to see those. A little bit later on this morning, we're going to share some that we got sent to us yesterday. Actually, in fact, Steve, if you've got those, let's do a couple of those. Viewer photos too, please. Some fun ones there. And actually, while he's bringing those, so this person was already decorating the yard for Balloon Fiesta. And so nice balloons and streamers, and looks like a nice flying day there.
Yes. A nice fall flying day.
Yeah, looks like the tree, So here's shots of watching on the computer, and one of those drone shots on the right that they captured. So the ability to see all of those. The other thing here was, the one on the left, there's kind of a pink and teal balloon back there.
Yep.
Apparently, the person who sent me this, that was a balloon that they took a ride in for their 20th anniversary.
Nice.
So they managed to spot that balloon in their picture and sending that along. I also got like 3 different videos from Claire Wade Callahan. And she was showing me all the pictures that she has hanging on all the walls. Claire is the first time she's missing Balloon Fiesta in about 30 years.
Right.
So she usually has flown Dawn Patrol for us in the past.
Well,
so,
Claire, we're thinking about you, and we know that you're here with us. There's a great one.
She says she can smell the propane and the chili. This was great because what they said on this one is while the pilot flies, the chase crew watches Balloon Fiesta Live.
Nice. I'm glad to see that it's the person in the passenger seat watching it and not the driver that's holding it.
Yeah, and they're obviously parked over there. I love that shot.
That's awesome.
That's fabulous. Thanks for sending that one in.
Yep.
Oh, and this was great. If you kind of look, this is also another pilot who's not here this year. If you look at the picture on the left, you see they're watching Balloon Fiesta live, and they got their balloon banner hanging up there. And there's a puppy dog. He's kind of behind the Balloon Fiesta live bug there, snoozing there. But then apparently the other dog got jealous and wanted in the picture, so he had to retake the picture with the dog upstairs.
Oh, I see him there. Yes.
So now, and then he sent along a picture of his balloon.
And then a gorgeous view. Check out. Not only are they watching us, but look at that view out their window.
Oh, I know. That's just, that's great. So we're getting great pictures from you. Go ahead and send them to us. Again, Balloon Fiesta Live at balloonfiesta.com. After each show, I go ahead and pull some more together and put them up. So, yeah, so this was great. They're in their RV, camped out, watching from their RV, and then shots of what they saw. So there's pictures from last night's globe and the candlestick from last night's show.
And again, those great drone footage shots.
Yep.
And today, with the flight operations being active, we will not have a drone in the air, obviously. But when we have the glow this evening, we should get some spectacular views again.
We should. All right. So Dawn Patrol is now stood up, and so now we'll be able to hopefully identify more of those folks for you.
That's Shalina right there in the front.
Yep. Many times she'll fly the Chick-fil-A balloon, but of course today being Sunday, the Chick-fil-A balloon doesn't fly.
No operations on Sundays.
Nope, no operations.
Now what's funny is Craig Kennedy, who heads up that program, I live, where I live in Pittsburgh, and I'll go to a couple Pirates games. They actually do Chick-fil-A operations on Sunday, and he was rather shocked by that.
Wow.
He said he didn't get the memo.
Oh, yeah. So the Dawn Patrol, the idea behind the Dawn Patrol is for them to go ahead and stand up, obviously, before dawn. They'll do a little coordinated all burn and maybe flicker burn here. They'll take off, and they'll continue that little glow, coordinated glow in the sky. And, of course, all the other balloons are going to go to school on that. What we mean by that is they're going to watch that happen. They're going to say, oh, are they really going the direction that the instruments, the weather is not only recording but predicting? So what's really going to happen up there? Of course, they'll be hanging their marker lights below the basket once they get in the air. Because while it's pretty easy to see the balloon when it's lit up and they're burning in the air, once they're not, they become part of the dark sky. So needing the marker lights on the bottom is important.
Yep.
And required.
Yep, by the FAA. I'm looking at the weather here again, what I'm seeing out at Albuquerque. And from when we spoke this morning, it is coming down tremendously. And we spoke earlier, above 2,000 feet, it was kind of speedy, and now we're dropped to 9 knots is what it is out of 306.
So what you're saying is things are getting better.
Yes, absolutely.
All
so all these guys that will take us to school in a while, we all know as pilots, things will change as the sun comes up. So although we'll have a good idea of what the winds are doing, things change very rapidly, as we saw last night.
We have someone watching from work.
Uh-oh.
They're at work watching and said, don't tell anybody that they're on their phone at work. Okay, we won't tell on you. Yeah.
Good morning, Emily Tyson from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And John from Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
We have Melanie from Cincinnati, Ohio, and they're asking, this is Nicole asking if there's a green flag. Nicole, I would bet donuts to dollars, and we're going to have the Krispy Kreme glow here in a second, that we will have a green flag before long.
Yeah, they typically wait until the end of pilot's briefing because they've got a lot of housekeeping. They've got some weather to do. We should be getting to weather over there pretty soon. Hopefully we're able to bring that to you. And once they get through that, they'll talk more about what the game plan is for today, which, of course, we know is a Maes Ascension, kind of review a few other things, and then they'll say, okay, let's put the green flag up and
Here's
go.
A great shot of Scott Vesley, and then we have Brian Carlson right to his left. Let's see who else we got there. There's all of them.
Matthew Grote, kind of in the center, right to the right of the Tim Taylor red, white, and blue balloon.
On the very far right, we have
there he just lit up for me. Thanks, Matt.
There's Chuck Schick on the very far right over there.
Pat Irwin will be flying our balloon camera today. Oh, Pat was was also one of the pilots that flew for us last year, and man, did we get some fabulous pictures.
We did. Unfortunately, he didn't get anything close to the field during competition.
No.
It seemed like there was a magnet pushing him as far away from the field as possible. But we
Yeah.
got some great shots of him trying.
Well, and the one I'm remembering is one day, there's an Auburn from the Dawn Patrol. Was when he was over by Cibola High School over on the west side, and we just kind of watched him in with about another half a dozen or so balloons, just kind of all floating around looking for landing sites. So, yeah. So Pat was really excited. In fact, he told me afterwards last year, he says, I want to do that again. I want to do that again. And they, when pilots register to participate in Balloon Fiesta, they have the opportunity to apply, if you will, to fly a sponsor banner, to fly VIPs, to fly media people, or to do Balloon Fiesta Live. And Pat was right there on top of, yep, I want to do Balloon Fiesta Live.
I thoroughly enjoyed when I flew for you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And JB Aiken scheduled to fly for us yesterday. Of course, we didn't fly, but we're going to kind of alternate these guys.
We'll get him up during the week.
We'll get him up. So, so JB will be on for tomorrow. Both JB and Pat are participating in competition. So we'll have, hopefully, we're going to have some great pictures of them coming in on the target.
There you go, Miss Ruthie Grody. There is your son, Matthew. She's here finally visiting.
And, still waiting for her appearance on the rooftop studio.
Yes,
too.
I have not seen her come up here yet. Then we just saw Tim Taylor in that red, white, and blue stars balloon. Hopefully, if the weather holds, we will get some surprise and delight. We're going to try and get a cameraman up for the Dawn Patrol so you guys get that different perspective, and that will be this Wednesday is what we're shooting for.
Yeah, Rogers, Arkansas is checking in. Ontario, Canada is on board.
We got Kathy in Rawson, Ohio. Andrea right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thanks for watching.
Hampton, Virginia.
Jeff from Idaho.
Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Sedona, Arizona. Frisco, Texas.
Here's Stephanie.
I'm sorry. I just mentioned Frisco, Texas.
Yep.
The next part of that comment is, can we get a Billy? Billy,
yes.
There you go, Jeremy. You got your Billy this morning. A little inside joke about Billy Broker.
Yeah, we got Stephanie Bearwolf. She said, good morning, good afternoon from here in Germany. So good afternoon.
Hey, so Robin is also joining us from Germany, too.
I have Adam from Canton, Ohio, and I have a funny story about Canton, Ohio. My son and myself were out on a business trip, and we were driving through, and we decided to go to the Football Hall of Fame there in Canton. And so we went in and we paid our tickets, and the docent that was there that was showing us the museum, he said, where are you from? And we said, well, originally from Albuquerque. And he goes, hey, do you guys know anything about that balloon thing they have down there?
That balloon thing?
My son looked at me and said, oh, I've just lost Dad for an hour.
And we're starting to get our Dawn Patrol balloons in the sky now. Launching from the two ends, working their way towards the middle.
And let's see if that forecast holds true. It looks like it's doing exactly what it said it was going to do. Kind of, they're the park out of here and go to the northwest, pop back up, and come back towards us to the southeast.
With the pennants, that's Scott Vesley. Diane had some ladies join him on the field yesterday. I talked to him last night. He said those folks were so excited. They were the woohoo ladies.
Yes, they were. They were having a lot of fun here.
Yeah, they really were. He said, and that fun just continued even after we took our camera and went elsewhere.
Nice. Great shot right there from our crack camera team.
Watching from the top of the Sandia Resort and Casino. They're doing a watch party on the top of the parking structure over there.
Very nice. So what a difference 24 hours makes, Art, if you take a look at what we were dealing with yesterday and then today. We have these guys just slowly departing Fiesta Field. which at times could be good and bad. For the spectators, it's great. For the launch teams and for the zebras and the launch team, it makes it a little bit more challenging and difficult when you have winds that are this light and variable. But it makes for some great photography early in the morning with Dawn Patrol. And there's Dewey Ruth right there to the top left. Brian Carlson.
Well,
to
they're
the
kind of
right.
like not going anywhere.
No, it's very light and variable off the seal. But again, we're in a little bit of a bowl, so sometimes they have to crest over the top of that bowl to be able to get that surface wind to push them somewhere.
And you can see those marker lights that I was talking about earlier hanging below. One solid one, one flashing one.
And then one really large one once they decide to burn.
When they burn, that becomes the large one. Yeah. So,
I'm sure at this point over at Pilots Briefing, whoever's on the podium over there has lost about 550 of their friends because everybody's watching what these winds are doing. But again, once that sun crests the Sandia, everything changes here on Fiesta Field. It's very common for that to happen, and we both know as pilots that this micrometeorology that we reference, it is part of ballooning.
absolutely. And I mean, very micro. I mean, things that can happen at 50 feet off the ground, 10 feet off the ground. And when you get on this side of the road, you go this way. And on the other side of the road, you go the other way. I mean, yeah. So we've been attempting to get Pilots Briefing on and having a couple of audio issues over there. So I'm not sure we're going to get to Pilots Briefing this morning. So we're going to do our own weather as we've been doing with you. And we're going to kind of carry on here. So Diane Kinderwater has made her way down onto the field this morning. So let's get started with Diane. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning, Diane.
I'm here. Good morning, New Mexico. Good morning, world. We are here with Balloon Fiesta Live and the SAE fraternity from UNM. I got Alex right here, gentlemen. Woo-hoo-hoo. How many gentlemen do you have with you from your fraternity?
Sitting right here, we have about 15 guys, but in total, I think we brought like 25 with us. So, yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Las Cruces, New Mexico,
How
so
about
down
you guys?
south.
Where are you from?
I'm from Taos, New Mexico.
Taos.
I'm from Albuquerque.
Shout it out. Where are you from?
Argyle, Texas.
Argyle, Texas.
Taos.
Taos. And what does your fraternity stand for?
The name?
Yeah.
Sigma Alpha Epsilon.
And the whole idea behind your fraternity?
Friendship, loyalty, honor, and service.
Oh, let's hear it for Alex.
Yeah.
That was great. And you decided to all come to the Balloon Fiesta this Sunday morning.
Yes, as a brotherhood event to get us together, get us out of the house, join the community out here, and yeah.
That means Saturday night you didn't party too long, right? Too late? Or are you still partying from last night?
No, definitely not.
What do you think of this Dawn Patrol?
It's amazing. I mean, it's a really cool experience. It's something amazing to see and just be here with everyone. So,
Fellowship. Okay, gentlemen, give everybody a big hug. Your fellowship here, right?
yeah.
Do you hug?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hug. Everybody gotta, yay! Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Back to the rooftop studio.
Way to put them on the spot. Give them like the pledge test. Do you really know what we're all about? I love it.
Right.
So we got, actually we have the opportunity to have not one but two drones in the air. So we did get a quick drone shot from the southeast corner of the field, looking back down on Dawn Patrol, and we continue to have them just kind of hang over the field here.
Yeah.
And they're at, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 different altitudes up there, it looks like to me, from where I'm looking at the, yeah. And
some of them are getting that northwest, and others are just kind of hanging out.
Yeah,
There's
it
that
seems
light
to-
and variability of that micrometeorology that we speak of.
yeah, maybe about 300 feet. Is that where it was supposed to be?
It was, I believe.
300 or 400 feet? Because if they're below that, they seem to be drifting very, 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 very slowly
Yeah,
to
the
the south.
the latest update now has gone down. We were talking in the 4s and 5s before.
Yeah.
It's down to 0.7 at 164 feet. That's one.
Well,
0.7 knot.
there it is. There,
Yeah.
you were seeing that. So, and amazing that the winds we're seeing here are what the readings you're getting from the airport,
Right.
which is a few miles south of us here. So,
And you also get that mixing in of that drainage as it comes down through the valley around the mountains from Santa Fe. So we haven't really seen that happen yet, but as again the sun begins to crest the majestic Sandia Mountains, we will start to see all of that happen.
What a great morning. Look at that. That's just fabulous shots here this morning.
I spoke with Tim Taylor right there, Banner 363, before the Fiesta. And he said to me, I would love to take one of your cameras up. I'm a showboater. And there you go. He's showboating with Matthew Grody and all of the rest of the Dawn Patrol team.
Look at that. Opposite rotations.
Yes.
That happens because of a turning vent in the balloon. And I wonder if they were talking about you go left and I'll go right.
Well, they're so close, they're probably having a nice conversation with one another up there.
Yeah.
So.
And then the who's kind of stuck in between them?
It was, let's see here, Ron Thornton.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
From Littleton, Massachusetts. Peanuts forever. I think I talked to him day one. We were shooting some video out in front of the SID, and he was the first one in line, and this is his, I believe, his 50th Hot Air Balloon Fiesta.
He's been here a long time. We actually had Diane had a long conversation with him last year on Balloon Fiesta Live, which is a good time to remind you that all 9 years, or all 8 years and 2 days, 2 sessions of Balloon Fiesta Live are still available for you to watch on balloonfiestalive.com.
Now I'm a little jealous. There are times when I said
yes,
doing this is a lot harder than piloting, and I'm looking there and I'm saying, man, maybe I wish I was in a basket here.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
What a great show this morning from the Dawn Patrol team.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at that. And there's the turning vents that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah,
side
right.
of the balloon.
Yeah,
yes.
Yep, there's one of them right there.
So these balloons will have 2 turning vents in them, and there will be a green and a black cable mostly. So the green and the black signify the different directions it will turn, left or right.
And it just opens that slot on the side. The air goes out that way, which then forces the balloon to rotate.
Yep. And they're great to have, especially when you're coming in for a high wind landing, because you always want to have the scoop with the wind behind you, so when you hit the ground, it actually shuts the throat, so you don't have any drag as you come into a landing. So,
of course, if you fly a skirt balloon, you don't need it.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And if you fly a balloon like Scott's there with pennants, I was having a conversation with him about that. I flew a balloon one time when I was doing my solo, and I was up about 7,000 feet above the ground, and I started my terminal descent, and I started to hear this slapping sound. And I had never heard that before because I had never been coming down that fast. And it was actually, I was coming down so fast, the pennants were slapping against the side of the balloon.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know what it was. I thought the thing was falling apart on me. But then I realized what it was and took a breath, and I was all good. Great shot right there.
It also makes the balloon heavier upon pack-up.
Yes, it does.
Not as heavy as the bunting, though.
Yes, some of those older balloons from the 70s and early 80s had some pretty heavy bunting that were put on them.
Yep. I'm just liking watching this.
Yes. I'm mesmerized. Look at that shot from the drone. That's fantastic.
It's been it's been a while since we've had a Dawn Patrol show where they just literally hung clustered over the field. Even last year it was like, while great stuff, it was kind of up and out of here they were. But yeah.
I'm sure Michelle Healy and her team of zebras are probably cringing right now, hoping that there's a little bit of wind that starts up here when the sun comes over the mountains. I ran into some folks last night when I went out to grab some food after our show. And I didn't take anything off. I had my badge on, and then, you work for Balloon Fiesta? And I said, oh, well, I'm part of the TV thing. They had come from Torrance, California. It was their mother's bucket list.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know the best part of Balloon Fiesta, what we should do. And I said, look, the best thing to do is go to the center of the field, stand and turn 360 degrees when the balloons start floating, and you'll have a show of your life. And so hopefully they do that. So
and then move another 15 or 20 feet and do it again. Yeah, so just kind of keep working your way out from there. Actually, we went to just a local fast food place after the broadcast yesterday morning. And as we're walking out, I see these 2 couples sitting there, and one of them's poking the other one and kind of pointing at me. And then, oh, yeah, and you could just tell that they had obviously recognized me. And so I went over, I said, you recognize me? And they said, yes. And I said, from Balloon Fiesta Live? They said, yes. And so, so I gave them cards and chatted with them, but they watch all the time. And they were coming out last night, so I'm glad that we actually manage to get that glow off last night. So while we continue to watch Dawn Patrol here this morning, Diane Kinderwater's hard at work for us. So let's go back and check in with Diane.
You know, of course, in the sky, it's beautiful to see all the balloons with Dawn Patrol lighting up the sky, but also a great place to be right now when everybody's on the field looking up. We've got people looking in the souvenir tents. They're buying hot chocolate. They're buying their burritos. They're buying their pizza. I saw Indian pizza. I made all these things, and there aren't many long lines because everybody's on the field. But I have Barbara, who is from Rio Rancho, and she's with her family and her friends from California. And why did you take this time to shop?
Because it's nice and quiet. We're close to the Dawn Patrol. We can get in, get our goods, and get back out on the field and see them when they all go up into the sky.
So you're an experienced Balloon Fiesta goer to know the shops aren't crowded, but they're going to be crowded in just a minute.
Yes.
What types of things have you bought here at the Balloon Fiesta over the years?
Oh, well, we've gotten pins, we've gotten blankets, we've gotten sweaters for our granddaughters. They have some beautiful knit sweaters in a few of these little stores here. And my sister-in-law from California wanted a bag to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, what does that say?
Bucket list. I fulfilled, check-marked my bucket list. This is a book.
Hold that up for us. Oh, that's adorable. That's a beautiful bag.
So happy.
And Donald?
Yes.
Donald, how old are you?
Patrick.
10.
10. What? I mean, it was really hard to choose something, correct?
Yeah. But I chose this guy because I could do this. I don't have to carry him.
What is it? What is it?
His name is Grumpy the Cat, and he's a cat.
Grumpy the cat?
Yeah.
Is it like a puppet? No, he's just a nice cuddly thing to keep you warm.
Yeah. And I could do this with him.
Hold it up for everyone to see. Thanks,
It goes on his arm so I don't have to carry anything extra. There you go.
Dad, step up here. You're pretty good in your nice pink sweatshirt and your little pink beanie.
There you go. Company colors.
Colors,
Yes.
beautiful. What do you think of this fiesta?
Beautiful, beautiful. We love it. Every year we come. Just amazing. Just amazing.
Very nice.
And they're fulfilling their bucket list. It's the first time they're here, and we have good weather. The balloons are going to go up, so we're extremely happy.
Where are you from?
Manhattan Beach, California.
It's kind of hard to leave Manhattan Beach, isn't it?
It is, but we love it here, and we're visiting our family, so this is extra special today.
Was this what you expected?
And more, really. And I'm overwhelmed. It's incredible.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, say back to the. You send them back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
Go like
All right. Thanks, Donald. Thanks, Diane.
She's recruiting them out there.
She is. She is. So we continue to watch Dawn Patrol here. And, you know, there is a lot of great shopping here on the field. But for those of you who are watching who aren't on at the field at the moment, we've got a deal for you, too.
Absolutely. You know, we have 10% off all sportswear if you log on and go to balloonfiestastuff.com, correct?
Yep.
You have a one-use code of BF Live. If you put that in your box, it's a one-use only, and you will receive 10% off your entire purchase. So load it up, because I was speaking with Shawnee yesterday evening, back and forth via text, and they are starting to run out of items over there. So So you'll receive 10% off on all sportswear. So that's hats, hoodies. I didn't say sweatshirts.
I
just said sweatshirts
noticed.
now.
Yeah, you learned.
T-shirts, socks. So have a lot of fun out there. There's tons of stuff we have now, not included in the 10% off. They have pens galore, all sorts of things. And I'll tell you, the poster this year kind of went a little retro, which is really awesome. And they have a pin of the poster, and they have, I noticed my admin back at my office when I came to town, she had already gone and shopped pre-Fiesta. She had a really cool little stand-up of that poster on her desk. So she was very excited about Balloon Fiesta.
Yeah, the poster, a full-size poster, signed and unsigned, although all the prints are signed as well. But you get two signatures. In fact, Jason Valencia, the poster artist, is here on the field today. So we hope to have him over here to be able to chat with later this morning. We also made those posters in metal prints, more like about 8.5 by 11. That's probably what she
purchased,
we also made pins with the poster on it. We made T-shirts with the poster on it. And so we've got, and a tumbler mug. So we have lots of different things that you can get the poster on.
They are going so slow that's Scott right there talking to the rest of calling out all the commands to the
everybody else.
Yeah, to the rest of the Dawn Patrol. That was a great shot, guys. All right, so let's take this back down to Diane Kinderwater. Let's see what she's buying something or what she's got going on now. Diane, what do you got going on down there in the field?
Okay, well, I was in the shops, the souvenir shops, where there was not a line, but guess where the line is? Buying coffee and hot cocoa. I found Joe and Kenton from Ohio here, and is this your first time?
It is our first time. Ever since he was 3 years old, he used to watch this on YouTube, so this is like his dream come true.
So you were watching Balloon Fiesta live on YouTube.
Yep.
That's fantastic. So now you are actually on Balloon Fiesta Live. We can't lose your spot. Let's keep moving. Oh, somebody cut in line.
Well, you were standing still. So.
Come on over here. We've got some friends from Montana. I busted her from cutting the line, but that's okay. Come on. You folks are from Billings?
We are.
Montana?
Yes.
And what are you in line for?
We're in line for coffee. And we're, possibly a funnel cake.
And possibly, definitely a funnel cake.
Okay.
Right? The lines aren't moving that slowly, are they?
No, it's going good.
Going good. So you've been seeing this since you were 3 years old. And what did you think of the balloons that went up in the sky already?
Really good.
What did you like about them?
All the colors.
There were quite a few colors, weren't there? Beautiful. But now you need to get, what are you going to buy in this line?
Hot cocoa.
Why hot cocoa?
Because I'm going to drink it during the Maes Ascension.
And are you cold? Are you a little cold?
Mm-hmm.
Dad, what do you think of this event? What do you think of this event so far?
I think it's full of magic and wonder. These things go up in the sky. They make everybody happy.
Come on, okay. We're almost ready to place your order.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you going to get a funnel cake too?
Whatever this little guy wants.
Okay, lucky boy. Thank you so much for visiting with us. And Billings, who did you bring here with you today?
Katie and John. Yep. Katie and John.
Had you been here to Balloon Fiesta?
No. This is first time. Very excited. It's been on my bucket list for a while.
Bucket list. You're fulfilling that.
Yes.
And this was the Dawn Patrol.
Yes.
They're still up in the air.
Yes. Yeah. They're amazing.
What will you tell your friends back home?
Well, we have a small balloon festival every year, but this is going to be so much more.
It is so much more. Thank you. Thanks for visiting. Enjoy your funnel cake. Enjoy your hot cocoa. Good prices here. Only a few dollars. Oh, $15 for a funnel cake. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Thank you.
Back to you at the studio, Art.
I thought Diane was going to cut in line there, didn't you?
I did too. I thought maybe she should have been buying the coffee and the drinks for the young man who's been watching this since he was 3 years old. That's fantastic.
Yeah, should. So
we're starting to see the Krispy Kreme glow start up here on the field as most of the Dawn Patrol has now departed, but they have not gone very far whatsoever. The winds are very light and variable at this point at Fiesta Field. We're about almost a half an hour from sunrise at the 53rd annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. And it's going to be a spectacular day, just like we've been talking about since we got here at 4:30 this morning. But not as early as the safety team and Henry and his guys. They've been here since dark 30.
Yeah, so it's like 3 o'clock because I also stay on field here on many nights. And so what I've noticed is at 3 o'clock, I start hearing the scooters kind of roll out of here, And so they're on their way out. And because I think their first meeting is actually at 4, but of course the weather guys are up already taking readings starting at 2. So.
Speaking of weather guys, Brad Tiedemeyer, who had been the chief meteorologist for many, many years out here, couldn't make it this year. And Brad, we're thinking about you. I know that you're watching because you sent me a text yesterday, so we hope to see you back here soon in the future, my friend.
His shoes being filled admirably by Don Day, another fabulous balloon meteorologist. And so Don was here last year working with Brad, so a little transition there. Don Day has taken over that position for us this year. But I continue to watch the Dawn Patrol balloons as we look at this new balloon with the kind of angels and Indians and eagles and flags and all of that stuff standing up in our Krispy Kreme glow. But I'm noticing that the Dawn Patrol balloons are actually kind of getting a little bit of steerage. There's some direction up there, but it's definitely light variable.
Slow as it goes, yeah.
Yeah, looks like about 300-400 feet. There's a little bit of direction to the southwest. Up about 600 feet maybe. They park. They've stopped. But a couple of them have managed to find some east because they're over the concession row on the east side of the field. So we're seeing kind of not much right at the ground. Up a few hundred feet, and you tend to go southwest or west. Higher up, you kind of stop. It's going to make for just a fabulous Maes Ascension day in just a little bit. Yep, let's go to Diane.
Here we go, Diane.
I've got my hands full, just as these women and men have their hands full as they quilt, but I'm at the New Mexico Quilters Association booth here. They've been here for a number of years, and they're quilting everything from baby bibs to little can openers for people who are getting older and have a hard time opening jars like I have. And this is a quilter's bowl. That's pretty interesting. Microwave bowl. Okay, a lot of things. I'm handing these off, and I have Elizabeth right here. Oh, and forgot the cute little teddy bear. Tell me about this beautiful quilt behind us.
This quilt was made by our group. Members of our group make this every year, and it's raffled off. The drawing is Sunday morning. All of the money that we make in our booth during Balloon Fiesta, we use to buy fabric and products to make quilts that we give to nonprofits around the city of Albuquerque. We give away over 600 quilts a year.
And your theme is always balloons, or mainly balloons for Balloon Fiesta? Look at this. This is amazing.
Yes, and each one of the balloons on the quilt is actually a balloon that flies at the Balloon Fiesta. So these are all real balloons.
And this is my favorite. Look at this. Chickaboom. Chickaboom's right here, and I've got Chickaboom right here. My favorite pin. That and the World Balloon are my favorite. I mean, every balloon is our favorite balloon, but how beautiful. And how many balloons are on this?
I don't know how many are on this, but it's so fun. 32 this year, and it was over 1,000 hours to make this quilt, and a lot of people in their organizations took their time to do it together.
And it was fun, to look at the balloons in front of us at the Dawn Patrol, and then you look behind us and see this.
And they come running in to see if their balloon is on the quilt of the year.
Oh.
So.
So you have different balloons every year, and the pilots run in here to see if their balloons on the quilt.
And that's another thing. If a pilot wants their balloon, they have to sign a release form. So I would say to them, come in, get a release form, give us permission to put your balloon on our quilt next year.
How much money do you expect to raise?
Oh, whatever we can get.
Beautiful. And the sales are going well as well?
Doing well, yes. Yesterday was quite, because the balloons didn't go up, I think everybody was filling in their time. But we have fun. We have fun.
What's the most popular item or the most unique item you have here?
Oh, wow. I think I think the wall hangings are beautiful.
The wall hangings are beautiful. Thank you so much. Visit us here at the booth. You can find it right here on the concessionary row. Thanks for watching. We'll be back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Diane. Always great to see the quilt and the balloons that are on there. It's always a highlight of running over and seeing what balloons are on there. Even though whether you might have one or not, it's always nice to see those. Hey, we didn't get an opportunity to go to pilot's briefing and hear them set up the day's activities, but the green flag is about to go up. We're a go for flights this morning, as we've been predicting all along. And as we mentioned early on, one of the activities with the balloon flights this morning is to fly in memoriam, in remembering. So as our balloons take off, you're going to start seeing these white ribbons hanging from the balloons, from the pilots, from the crew, those types of things. And the idea is that you put on the ribbon the name of someone that you want to remember. We lost Ruth Lind a month ago.
Yep.
We put together a tribute video.
Yep.
I'd like to play it for you now.
Ruth Lind was more than just a familiar face at Balloon Fiesta. She was a longtime friend to so many balloonists, including all of us on the Balloon Fiesta Live team. During her 4 incredible years as a reporter for Balloon Fiesta Live, Ruth brought us nearly 200 interviews. She introduced us to nearly everyone, it seemed.
I'm down here at the Air Force Hangar Experience. Yes, I am still up here at the compound, and I've caught up with Karen and Hugh Casper, who are here in their RV. Well, I'm here with Jason of Bear Hollow Wood Carvers. Hi, you guys. I'm down here with Robert Harris. Good morning. I'm down here on the field in front of the New Mexico True Balloon. I'm down here with one of my favorite Balloon Fiesta people, Barb Curry. I'm down here with Alex Behrens. Alex is from the Netherlands. Yes, I might be talking to J.T. Head and his dad, Tarp Head. Hi, you guys. I'm here this morning with the Freedom Flight Hot Air Balloon team. I just ran into Jason and Jet and their lovely family. They are originally from Hawaii. I am down here at the Alpaca Connection and Cotton Salsa. I am with Deborah Pena with the New Mexico Quilters Association. Yes, I'm here in the Airstream RV Park. Henry Rosenbaum, Balloon Meister, and Sam Park, Director of Operations. I'm here with Mo and Joe Candelaria, and they are with the Mojo Rising team. I have Scott Spencer with me this morning from the Coca-Cola Balloon. We just found these beautiful horses, and I'm with Detective Whitney Burton with the Mounted Patrol and her buddy Max.
She especially loved finding kids to talk to and had a gift for bringing out the best in them.
What's your favorite balloon?
My favorite balloon is the penguins.
I like the penguins too. How about you, Ahana? What's your favorite?
There's actually a lot, honestly. So I'll probably go with the cow because it's the biggest.
Show us what they do with the ears.
If you press these really hard, the ears go up and down.
So Ruth, the burning question the audience is asking is, are those kids really tall, or are you kneeling down to their level?
Well, I am on my knees because I'm taller than they are, and I wanted to see their faces when I talk to them instead of just the top of the hats.
Now,
because then I would be too distracted and I would forget what to say. I'm down here with Peyton Cusick, and he has an amazing vest full of pins. I don't know if you guys remember, but I do. Peyton has been a guest on our show many times in the past.
Of course, things didn't always go as planned.
I think somebody has turned the tables on us down there because...
So we have a brand new reporter for us.
Yeah, brand new reporter, our longtime friend, John Davis. John?
Take it away, John.
You know, I think it was time that we switched tables on our ace reporter down here and interviewed her. Ruth, tell us about some of your gas balloon flights. And welcome to Fiesta.
Thank you. It's so good to be back. This is my 31st Balloon Fiesta, either as a pilot or as a navigator. Some of the most interesting flights I've ever had have been gas balloon flights out of Fiesta. Some of them have been amazingly beautiful. And I think one of my favorite experiences going out of here in a gas balloon is the sunrises on nights when there's no moon. People think that you see the rosy glow in the east, but that's not really the way it is. What happens is that it's dark, it's very dark, the stars go away, and then the earth starts to materialize out of the void. you begin to see shapes and a little bit of colors, and they become more and more clear.
Wow.
And then the rosy glow in the east comes, and the whole sensation is like living the book of Genesis. I never, ever forget that as long as I live.
What's John up to now, Ruth?
He's trying to,
Wait,
John,
we're gonna switch this around.
No.
She's been
John,
talking
go.
so much,
Not again!
but we need her to talk about some of her other adventures. One of them involves a pig farm. Would you like to tell us about that?
Not really. Our defense of the secure hog farm was something, but not exactly like, oh, gas balloon, thunderstorm, railroad malfunction, hogs, lightning. And he said, okay.
Ruth was there for some of Fiesta's most special moments.
And we have a very, very special guest today with the Morales family, and that is Carla, who's right here in front of me. And Carla is very special today because it's her birthday, and she's 7. So everybody say happy birthday to Carla. Sherry Edwards-White is toasting her passenger's first flight with champagne and the traditional balloonist prayer.
So Ruth has a special event happening down somewhere on the field.
Jewel, I saw your little jump of joy. Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
This was a total surprise to me.
We love you, Jewel, and we're so happy.
I love all of you so much.
Governor, I understand you have a memorial ribbon that you'll be flying today.
I do. How nice of you to ask.
Governor, I will let you go ahead and tie your ribbons on, and if you don't mind, we're going to let our viewing audience watch that as well.
Oh, that would be terrific.
While they are doing that, we are watching the governor write her mom's name on the memorial ribbon, and they are going to be tying those onto the basket.
And no matter what was going on, Ruth was always up for a little fun.
Where you from, girl?
I am most definitely from Maine, born and raised, born in Bangor. I'm a native maniac, and I got the papers to prove it. So don't you be maligning my ancestry, don't you know? But in the meantime, since I started doing broadcasting about 40 years ago, they just knocked the accent right out of me. So I'm down here in my broadcasting role talking to Katie Griggs.
Say what? Ruth is riding the Ferris wheel. Oh, come on.
We got to see this.
Yeah, let's go to Ruth and take a look at that.
Look
Hello,
at there,
Ruth.
she is up.
Hi, balloons are flying at Fiesta. And Tom and I are in a balloon basket, and we're flying, and it's really raining out here. But the balloons are flying, so if anyone wants a balloon ride, they can come to the northeast corner of the field and get a ride in a balloon.
She's on the merry-go-round this time, or the carousel, if you want to get, there she is.
Look, there she goes.
So, Ruth, you're having all the fun this week. What's going on out there?
You know what, you guys? I will find balloons that are flying no matter what the weather. So here we are, the merry-go-round is going, and I'm riding backwards, and I don't like it. I am down here with some really scary spectators, as you can see.
And Ruth has bucked up her courage enough to go down there and find the rather scary witch, I understand. Ruth, take it away.
She's really scary, and she jumped out and tried to get me, and she has this little scary thing. What are you trying to do to people here? I think we'd better get out of Dodge. Bye. I'm running away now. This was one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my whole life. There's 300 drones. They sound like a giant swarm of bees going off. And to watch it from down below is an amazing experience.
But what truly made Ruth special was her deep love of ballooning, her passion for quilting, and her beautiful zest for life.
I don't see it as a hard job. I see it as a fun job. There are so many stories down here. And in my own work, in real life, that's what I do, is I go out and I meet with the people and I listen to their stories and bring them in. And I love the work. I love it so much. It's my favorite part of the job.
Ruth, we know the winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with its warm hands. And now God has brought you into his loving arms so you can fly high. Ruth, we'll see you in the sunrise.
Fly high, Ruth. Pilot, wife, mother, and friend.
Very good friend. Okay, now it's time to do what Ruth would have done. Get back to business, and let's fly some balloons.
Get on that Ferris wheel.
Yeah, yeah. Someone said they didn't know. I mean, we don't always have those types of carnival rides here. We do always have kids' fun zones out here.
Right.
And they bring different types of things out here as well. So, yep, we're doing it for you today, Ruth.
We will fly high with you.
So we're just moments away from the national anthem. We already have a lot of balloons inflated right here on the first row. Got the text from Henry Rosenbaum confirming the green flag, confirming the light winds, that we should have a lot of balloons hovering right over the field. In fact, is that Chuck up there right above, right up above the field, just kind of hanging over the top of things?
Floating around. At least 500 feet, I think.
Yep, I think he is. And I look off to the side, and the Dawn Patrol guys are now over in the river. So it's going to be a splash and dash type of day, I think, as well, even though there isn't a whole lot of water in the river to splash and dash in.
Could be a dunk in mud, too.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, don't go too deep, because all it will be is will be mud. So we saw a great shot looking right through the balloons into the Fiesta Gold balloon. That was the one with the big Fiesta 50 on it. That balloon, of course, was built here at Balloon Fiesta during the 50th.
In the Sid Cutter Pavilion.
Right there in the Sid Cutter Pavilion. And here's more now of our Krispy Kreme glow guys. They're kind of in the middle. Now, we're going to do Maes Ascension in 2 waves. So we've got balloons inflating at midfield and down here at the south end of the field. And we'll launch from the middle of the field in the south. We'll work our way north. Our balloons are scheduled in 2 waves. So once we clear the field of the first wave, we'll go right on through the second wave. And I'm thinking as what normally happens with the light winds today, it's going to be a nice, slow, gentle launch. And there actually you see that's the midfield. Actually looks like Arabelle the cow over on the right-hand side being inflated, one of our special shapes. And the Beef Council has their balloon just going out of view.
Do you have your banner? I have Mr. Burl Buzzard that's going to fly these for us.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Thank you, sir.
Let me keep this. Excellent. So we're actually going to get them flown as opposed to just flying them here on the rooftop studio. So we just saw Intel and Coca-Cola. There's ExxonMobil. The
Tom McConnell and the Zia balloon.
Yep. And we talked about Tristan McLean and ExxonMobil. This is the front row here. Once the balloon of the day gets off with the national anthem and the America's flag. And again, we're about 3 minutes away. Yep, a little less than 3 minutes away. And Barney Watson far over on the side. Just a quick shot of cool beans before we faded off of that. Here's looking from the north end. So we're seeing from the other side, there's the Krispy Kreme glow. You might recognize the Union Jack and the enchanted balloon of Eric Greenwood.
I got in trouble last year with Eric because of where the positioning of those stars, similar to what they have on the Perfect World balloon.
Yeah.
What they've referenced. So.
And that's Pat, kind of standing there in his shorts.
Yes, it is a beautiful morning out here.
It is.
I've yet to don the new jacket for this year, for this morning, but I did put it on yesterday morning. It did get a little cool. There's Arabelle.
Arabelle.
You know it's going to be a good day when you start seeing the big
Arabelle
shapes
starts
come
to
out.
inflate.
Yes.
That's it. You know, Airbell's been around a long time, and people think, hey, what's the deal here? How can this balloon keep flying and flying and others go away? Give it to them. They'll throw it over. And the idea is that what you can do when a balloon fabric wears out, you can replace those pieces of fabric or actually rebuild the entire balloon. And this is actually the third version of Arabelle the cow.
I believe we're on number 2 for Smokey Bear as well, correct?
We're on number 2 for Smokey Bear, and multiples of those as well. So we're approaching 7 o'clock and our national anthem. So stay tuned. Here we go with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our national anthem performed by Kat Jacobs this morning.
Balloon on.
Balloon on. Here we go. The Beef Council balloon with the flag airborne. We saw that on the screen. Trent Caldwell flying the beef. It's What's for Dinner balloon for us. Great new sponsor, the Beef Council. So glad to have them along. And immediately I'm hearing whistles.
Yes.
Yeah. So the whistles from our launch directors, we learned about those yesterday with Diane. And so we're about to get our mass ascension underway. Lots of confirming. Oh, listen to the burners go. It's like everybody in the front row is going to try and be there. UMB is the one. It's going to be a minute before we get to Diane. So we're going to get this whole front row launched here pretty quickly. So UMB being flown by Andrew Brindley. And as he gets to about 150 feet in the air, we start to see that direction off to the west. It's going to be, there's that light and variable off that direction, going great ways. It's definitely going to be a great morning as they wave as we head off.
Art, there's Earl Buzzard, and he's flying our banners for us, for Ruth and the other
in
people.
598?
Yep, in 598. So thank you, Earl, for doing that. Earl's been a long-time pilot out here at Balloon Fiesta. We appreciate your help.
And there goes Coca-Cola right out of the center of the field, right here on this end.
I think they thought that they would get him out of here pretty quickly, but Earl's doing exactly what the Dawn Patrol has done.
Yep. Okay. So Steve Mitchell flying Coca-Cola for us. And yeah, UMB has just gone straight up. So right at that 100 foot, 150 feet off the ground, they're drifting off to the west, and you get up at 300 feet and you stop.
Yep.
So they're just going to kind of hang there. There's When Pigs Fly. Look at there you go.
What a
One
great
person
shot.
flying, one person having a great time, and the other one taking pictures. Yeah.
These are those days that you really, really love to be a pilot at Balloon Fiesta.
Yep. These are the days. McKenna Sechrist getting the Intel balloon off the south end. Tom McConnell and the Zia balloon ready to go. Right next to that, Tristan McLean, ExxonMobil. As the Zebras continue to work that front line. That balloon with the design on it that we talked about earlier was a late ad. And I need to do some more research to figure out who that was.
Yeah, look at this other side. It's fantastic. It's
Yeah.
got bears and pandas and lions.
Yeah.
And wolf, eagle.
And there goes the Fiesta Gold balloon. I believe that's Mark Sullivan flying that today. One of the board of directors of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
There's Tommy McConnell right in front of us.
You can recognize the yellow sweaters
The,
with
yellows,
the red
the
zip.
iconic yellow sweaters.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if Matriarch Mary is still knitting those or not.
I'm sure she may have passed that along.
She might have, so.
When I was a young man up in the Northeast Heights, when Doc would fly the Zia balloon up there, I rode my bicycle over to him as a child and asked him if I could have a pen, and he actually gave it to me. And years later, Tommy says, I don't know how you got that pen from my dad, because he never gave them away to anybody.
Yeah.
Well,
I had a great conversation with Doc McConnell this morning at breakfast. Hey, we're going to continue to watch these balloons, but we've got to talk to Jason Valencia here. We talked earlier about the official poster this year and what kind of buzz that has been generating everywhere as we go through. So Jason's here on the stage this morning on the rooftop studio. Good morning, Jason.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, so what do you think? What a great day to be here, huh?
This is a great day to be here. I'm so happy to be here too.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about your poster, the design.
Yeah.
What kind of reaction? Let's talk about that first. What kind of reaction are you getting to folks who have seen your creation?
Yeah, a lot of people come up to me and...
A little closer there.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, a lot of people come up to me about the poster, asking me about the poster, and I tell them that, come to the Balloon Fiesta to get the poster, you know. Because I've been through a lot of art shows and people are asking me about it, and I told them, come here to Balloon Fiesta, so it's right there. So yeah, I hope they enjoyed the painting, you know, enjoyed the painting.
So Jason, what inspired you to like put the painting together in this manner? Because the last few years we've had, you know, like the cartoons and so on and so forth. So where was the inspiration with this particular poster?
On that, the poster that I did was to represent the whole like Pueblo, Navajos, and the whole New Mexico, the Southwest enchantment. So that's why I thought about all the designs and like the Pueblo style, and you've seen the Navajo baskets and all that, the designs that's on there, and try to represent the whole New Mexico state of enchantment. Yeah.
Well, I think it's fabulous. You've incorporated the turquoise and the Zia symbols, and I've had a lot of great feedback. As I was mentioning earlier, my executive assistant, when I came in from out of town, she had this sitting on her desk. So she was extremely excited about your piece of artwork.
That's awesome, yeah. And about the Hinton Roadrunner, they told me about the Hinton Roadrunner too. So, you know.
We don't want to give it away, but you've got one in there, right?
Yeah, I got one in the balloons, one of the balloons right there. So you're gonna really look at it.
Okay, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
It's very well done in there.
Yeah.
And so, of course, the poster design available in the full-size poster.
Yes, 20 by 30 and the metal prints. Yeah.
And also
the pins.
The pins.
Oh, you can't forget the pins.
Yeah,
That's a fantastic pen.
And
the greeting cards.
Greeting cards.
Yep, it's in the postcard pack.
Yes.
It's on a tumbler.
Yeah, tumbler. Yeah.
Did we put it on a T-shirt too? I think
Yeah,
we put it on
the
a
T-shirt.
T-shirt
Yeah,
too.
yeah, just some T-shirts too. There got a lot of T-shirts that it's on the back of the T-shirt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So great design. I know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's been a fabulous seller. So if folks are interested in any of this, they need to go. If they're here, go to the merchandise tents and do
sir,
it.
yeah.
If you're watching us online, balloonfiestastuff.com. And actually, that T-shirt would qualify for that
10%
discount
off.
code
Yes.
by using BF Live.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank
Jason,
you.
great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Great work on this poster. really, really represents everything very well. And I know we're going to sell out quick. Folks should buy it quickly.
Yeah, thank you so much too. So letting us be here and all that. I'm so happy, the balloons, so excited too.
Yeah, we're gonna let you. We're gonna let you go out there and enjoy it. Thanks for coming by and talking with us about all this.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, thank you. Bye.
What a fabulous poster this year.
It really is. It really is. And I actually got to see the actual painting that it is all from. And so it's, yeah. And of course, the painting will end up hanging in the Balloon Fiesta office, as all of the original artwork does.
So
maybe I have a mug.
Yes, there you go. We continue to see this awesome Maes Ascension at the 53rd annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. There's Al Nels in perfect world with the awesome Sandia Mountains right behind him as the sun's starting to come up. And he's not going anywhere real fast.
No.
In fact, there's a great shot of the ExxonMobil if you guys can grab it right there. Tristan's waving his hat, his cowboy hat. So I believe that we have Diane Kinderwater down there in this Maes Ascension. Diane, what do you have for us down on the field?
Well, here on the field, of course, we have the balloons, and with the balloons, we have the chase crews. We have their trucks. We have no go-karts, but golf carts. We have quads running around with the safety directors. So they kind of limit the vehicles here because we need room for the balloons. Chase crews, of course, and the trucks and the fire trucks are important, but what I found here is we have something called a Cadillac. Now, Mom, Jasmine from New Mexico, why did you bring a Cadillac on the field?
Actually, it's Lorena, and I'm here from Albuquerque, but this is my family and my grandchildren, and they have this Cadillac, which carries all the gear that we need to come out to the Balloon Fiesta and have a great time.
What do you suggest people bring when they have their children and grandchildren and they need to bring things to have a wonderful day out here?
Well, a lot of blankets, a lot of different layers, and just a good attitude to have a great time.
The attitude, that's important. Thanks, Lorena. And I said, you've been out here many years, and you said, of course, you're from Albuquerque. Of course you are. It's the best show in Albuquerque and on Earth. But this little one, I thought this might be their first year, but it's their second year. Mom?
Yeah, he was here when he was only 2 months old last year. He was very bundled up. He loved it. I think he slept through most of it, but he enjoyed it. This is his 4th year. He's only 3, but he also came out the same year that he was born. So he's both been out here every year since they've been alive.
Every year since he's been alive, and I think we've been out here most every year since we've been alive. Thank you so much for sharing your Cadillac with us, and the fact that we need the blankets, but pretty soon we're going to be stripping them off, I'm thinking.
Thank you so much. It's a great event.
Great event. Back to you, Ted and Art. Thanks.
Thanks, Diane. Yep, we are in for a fabulous morning here. And as we get more balloons in the sky, we're seeing actually a little bit of change in direction. There's a drift to the east. You can still go west. Haven't seen too many directly over us yet, so not too much south, but every direction but south at the moment, which is really good.
Yeah, I think we talked this morning when we were eating breakfast about that wind coming from the northwest going to the southeast. So
right.
It's exactly what they're doing. So people.
Well, yeah, that one. There's the big red one high up over our head. We can't see that on the screen, but just look at the sky starting to fill. And in another 20 minutes or so, the sun, which we can see way over on the far west horizon, the sun gets high enough over the Sandia Mountains that all these balloon colors will just pop. And yeah, this is the day to be here in Albuquerque, and we're glad for those of you who couldn't be here to be able to bring it to you on Balloon Fiesta Live. Share it with your friends. Call them up, tell them, tag us, like and subscribe, and do all those fun things that allow everyone else to enjoy what we and you are enjoying together here at the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
Speaking of friends, I have Gemma and Cooper who are watching us in Houston, Texas, and Jim and Cooper's dad, Carl has been a chase crew guy out here for many, many years. So good morning to you all, and thank you for watching.
Somebody says they hate the box because that means the balloons don't typically get to their house. I don't know how that works, but
well, it depends. I guess it depends on where you live,
where
right?
you live, yeah. Here we are, right up close and personal with the inflation of a balloon. The inflator fan is going, blowing cold air into the balloon. You fill it up with cold air. Once you have it cold packed, then you can turn the burner on and heat the air to makes it stand up, just like the Plano balloon, Billy Brooker. There's your Billy we had to shout out.
Double Billy today.
Double
Triple.
Billy. Billy.
That kind of looked like Dave Eichhorn in Marauders
It did
Park.
look like his balloon. Yeah.
And in a minute here, we're going to start seeing a lot of the Rainbow Riders ride concessionaire balloons taking off.
Yep, the first batch is off.
Come from
They
the middle
fly.
of the field.
They have space to fly 350 people a day.
Amazing.
Here at Balloon Fiesta. They are the official ride concessionaire. Not only do they use all of their balloons, because they have a 4-state operation, they bring all of them in and then subcontract with even more people that
People
have
from
ride
Canada
operations.
and Michigan. I spoke yesterday. I was eating lunch with a gentleman. So
Hey,
I hear
Tim-
Diane's down on the field, and she's got someone else for us right
Well, let's
now.
go to her.
Tara? Okay.
Kara and Chris.
Kara! Okay, I found my competition. Come on. I found my competition with Glow with the Flow. Kara, and we got Chris McCord, who is the pilot. And folks, you know, you really outdid yourselves today.
Well, thank you so much. We love to come out and have flair and have fun, and the crowd loves it. So we love to put on a good show for everybody.
What kind of show do you put on for them?
Oh, well, I mean, we're just dancing, working while we dance. We're just having a good time. So we love to educate people, have them be excited about balloons, come up close and learn and listen and check at the basket and ask the pilot questions. So. Yeah.
What an event to do that. I mean, most events, people are standing afar, they're maybe sitting in bleachers, but here you like to entertain them. You like them to come touch your basket.
Touch our envelope, right?
Yeah, we love it that they come out, and that's what ballooning is. It's community giving back. So all of us here with Candyland, myself, Joe from Boise, we became really good friends, and we just love the community to come out. So if you guys are here, come see us at J7. We have stickers and cards and candy and all the things to give away to everybody. So
Oh, sticker cards and candy?
yeah.
And Glow with the Flow. How did you come up with that name?
Well, it just glows. It's super bright. And actually the crew did. So we put it out. We had Highlighter of the Sky. We had Night Rider. We had tons of different ones. Yeah. And at the end of the day, Glow with the Flow fit because we just flow and our square mates flow with us. So we named it Glow with the Flow.
What a beautiful balloon you have. And look at your little tutu. Shake. Okay, ladies, I'm going to get out of here. Let's all shake your tutus. And now let's flow with the tutus. Now you're flowing.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful fiesta. I always say make it a magical day. It's just awesome. So we love it. Thank you for coming.
You're awesome too. We're shining. A little bit of competition here. I gotta step up my game after I met the ladies and gentlemen with Glow with the Flow.
There you go.
Thank you. Back to you, Ted and Art.
I'm surprised they don't say have a glowing day.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to get Chris and Kira. I know them personally to get not you and I some tutus, but Diane. We'll get her a tutu.
Oh, there we go. Hey, you'll be talking about light and variable winds all morning. The variable just shifted. Because not 5 minutes ago we were talking about right on the ground they were going west. Now right on the ground they're going east. And we're watching them go up high and kind of hanging, but you can still come back.
It's kind of like that odd box we talked about this morning, kind of a sideways box, so to speak.
It's almost like you kind of crushed it in every direction, you know, and it's kind of like pick an altitude and go a different direction.
Well, if you look up to your left over here, you got Tim Taylor and Earl Buzzard, and Tim obviously went off with Dawn Patrol. And Earl went off about 8 to 10 minutes ago and went southwest, and now he's back going east over the field.
There's the Xfinity Rewards balloon right next to Arabelle, and a bunch of the Rainbow Riders. The Sundance balloons are part of that subcontract group that we talked about with Rainbow Riders. But yeah, just look at the sky. There's the racer, the yellow kind of squares with the blue. That's Joe Candelaria.
Dan Backus right there in the blue with the yellow vertical gores.
Right below the racer, that yellow balloon with the red, that's got a Kachina doll on the side. That's either Marissa Myers or her husband, Cody Myers. Is that?
I can't tell.
Couldn't tell. Looked like about, I had 2 or 3 names. I hate to call them out and then get.
Well, that right there is Purple Haze flown by Dave Melton.
Dave has flown here a long time.
Yes, he has. He was second in line the other day, and I think he was at 47, 48, he told me.
Yeah.
And again, because of this awesome app that Art built, I was able to grab that banner number, put it in my iPad, and I knew exactly who it was. Because we do have an awful lot of balloons. They're factory balloons, and they look very much the same, and they are purchased, by different manufacturers throughout the country, throughout the world. So you may have 2 balloons that look identical, and we just have to know by the banner number who that is.
But then you get these very unique ones, like the one we're seeing right now here with the dancer on the side and the mountains. It's a brand new balloon from the Inn of the Mountain Gods. Bill Baker from Longview, Texas flies that for us. There's that shot of Tim.
Yep.
Making it back. Everything's kind of shifted to the east at the moment. But if we look at the very highest, the balloons that are the highest in the sky, they're in the sunlight. So.
And not moving very fast.
No. And that seems funny to say the sunlight's going to drop. But basically, the sunlight's going to kind of move in here, and as more and more balloons get into the sun, we'll start seeing the air mix. I keep hearing lots more whistles because we're about to launch a whole nother row of balloons right here.
Right in front of us. Look at all those people. I'm sure they're enjoying what they're seeing this morning after we had a little bit of just a static yesterday. There's looking out towards the west side, towards Rio Grande. Those were the guys playing in the river before from Dawn Patrol.
Exactly.
Brian Carlson right there.
And Matthew Grote going off the side of the screen.
Maybe Ruthie's with him. That's why she has.
Maybe that's why she's not up here. Maybe that's it. Maybe
I know my mom would make me take her with her.
The one time I took my mom for a flight, she had her video camera. You know what we have? We have a whole lot of shots of the floor of the basket because she turned it on. And then when she'd hold it up to try and do, she had the switch backwards.
That's funny.
So we have a great shot of a whole long flight at the bottom of the basket.
Making memories.
Yeah.
All right, Diane, who do you have for us down on the field now? Is it more people in tutus?
Okay, here we are. We're going to explain a little bit of the process right here on the field. Of course, you see them all going up in the air, but before they go up in the air, there's a lot to be done. I have Penny and Kaylee with Racing with the Wind.
Yes.
And you're doing your cold inflate. Please explain a little bit of the process.
Well, we have to set it all up. It all packs away in that bus. And so we have to lay it all out just like it's going to stand up, except we have to get a plump of air. So we put the fan on it to get it cold inflated, and then we're going to put the hot air into it when the officials tell us it's time to go.
So how long does it usually take to cold inflate?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? That long?
Well, to put the air in it, no, about 10. But to get it all set up, about 20.
And how many crew members do you need usually to do all this? You've got these gentlemen. Four?
Yeah, 4 I need, but all the extra hands are lovely. Lovely. I need somebody to help me tug and pull and and put it all together.
It sounds like you're pulling on your jeans when you say that. Pull and tug.
This is my flight crew today, and it's their first flight. So they get to go up today during Maes Ascension.
And you are a chase crew member?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, Bo and I are going to be on hand to do whatever Penny needs today.
Yeah. And they've helped me a few years, so they're ready to go fly.
How many years have you been here, Penny?
32.
Just 32?
Just 32, yeah.
And it's nice when the public comes up and he lends a hand as well.
Absolutely. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to come.
Thank you.
All righty.
Have a safe flight today.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ted and Art.
Thanks, Diane. Now, there's something you don't see every day.
Nope.
That's the cloud hopper we were talking about yesterday during the static.
We saw people sit in that. Now it's actually flying. So, yeah, the bottom line here, no basket. Just sit in the chair. The tank's on the back. Your feet just kind of hang and dangle there. Smaller balloon, but, yeah, great flight. We also saw a great shot of Billy Broker going off. We talked about him being in the Plano balloon. You saw maybe the harness where he's got his different radios on there, giving him the thumbs up and going, etc. Hey, the assistant balloon meister, Tom Bueno's joined us this morning. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
Hey,
Art.
we're just getting started. It's a great morning already, man, huh?
What a fantastic morning, and appreciate the help last night, Art and Ted. If you don't know, Art and Ted are both accomplished pilots themselves, and so Art helps us run the balloon glow in the evening. He does the call along with Ted Maes, and so we had a fantastic time last night. And today it's one of those calendar day, picture perfect. If you're out here at Fiesta, thanks, and come and see us. Come in person. It's one of those bucket list things to do. And thanks for inviting me over, Art.
You bet. So what's the word you gave the pilots this morning about what they could expect for flying?
So we knew it was going to be a little bit variable, today, and that's what we're seeing. A little bit drift towards the Sandia Mountains, but hey, it's picturesque. Beautiful Albuquerque morning, representing the state of New Mexico. This is awesome. It's like we said, it's the premier event in the world. You'll never see this many balloons in one place.
No, and it's only going to get better. The sun hasn't quite made it to the field yet.
That's right.
We're starting to see it on the upper balloons, but boy, yeah, this is going to be fabulous.
People will always ask us, folks kind of in the know, hey, what day is going to be a beautiful day? And we have some pretty good weather forecasting, some of the best in the world. Our meteorologists are second to none. And they give us a pretty good forecast, so we can look out through the week and see if we're going to have a good week and which days are good days. We had it on pretty good authority that today was going to be a fantastic, picturesque day.
And we're there. Tell us a little bit about this Sunday being in memoriam, in Remembrance Day.
So we usually pick the first Sunday to remember anybody that you know in the ballooning community or somebody special in your life. And we'd like our pilots to fly with a white ribbon and attach it to their balloon or themselves. And here's a perfect example. Some of them wear it like a pilot. They put it around their neck like an aviator, or they'll attach it to their balloon. And we like to do that just to make sure we remember our family, friends, co-workers, people that are special to us. And that's just the right thing to do on a beautiful Sunday. And today is a perfect day for that.
So, Tom, you're the assistant balloon meister now. When I was with the safety team, you were the head of the chief of safety. What, being the assistant balloon meister this year, what do you feel is much different than the roles that you had? Because you're kind of in the same group still. Well,
as an assistant balloon meister and a lot of other events that, say, fixed wing event where you've got other aircraft, assistant balloon meisters, you might say it's like an air boss. They're looking at a lot of other things, assisting the balloon meister and all the other teams. We've got, as Ted was a member of our flight safety officer, we have launch directors, we've got flight safety officials, we've got scoring, and so I kind of help coordinate all of that, supporting the balloon meister, and do a little cover. The balloon meister takes a lot of information, so if there's things I can take off his shoulder and handle that are fairly routine, we try to do that. And again, as a assistant balloon meister in the evening events, I'm actually wearing the balloon meister hat for the evening events, while the balloon meister for the entire event does the day events.
So Henry gets to take a nap.
He gets to take a nap,
All
Ted.
right.
Yeah, that's right. Gets a break. Henry's a fantastic balloon meister. We appreciate what he's done for Balloon Fiesta. And all of our volunteers. I've been doing this 35 years. I was chief launch official. I was a zebra at one time. That's how I got involved. And so all the positions here, just got to hand it to all the volunteers. Fantastic folks. Ted, Art, all the other people out in the field. And we got to give a nice round of applause also to our people who set up the field for us every year. They're behind the scene folks, and they do a fantastic job helping us get this field ready to fly for our pilots.
And then keep it ready. I mean, as I was kind of late getting off the roof last night, and all the guys out there emptying all the trash, pumping the porta potties, and a whole lot of people who work through the night to make sure that the field's ready again every single morning.
Absolutely. And you've heard other people say this, a well-fed army is the best army around, right? So we have a lot of people that work in concessions. We have a lot of people that support us and keep us hydrated, provide food for us so that we're ready to do our jobs all day long. We've got people that start as early as 4 o'clock in the morning and go all the way to almost 10 p.m. at night. And so we've got to make sure that we pace ourselves and then we're ready to continue for the next events.
So what does the forecast look like for this evening?
So this evening, we're feeling optimistic. We're feeling very optimistic for this evening. Of course, the weather, you know, it has its own things that it does. But again, forecasting, we feel fairly optimistic and we're excited, and we're going to do like we did last night. We knew it was going to be a little bit challenging, but patience is the way to do it. Hey, watch the conditions, and the trend is your friend, as our weather professionals say here. Our meteorologists, as I mentioned earlier, are some of the best in the world, are right here at Balloon Fiesta.
Well, as Assistant Balloon Meister for the glows, and you have that Balloon Master hat on your head, you're 1 for 1. So we're looking for 2 for 2 tonight.
Let's go 2 for 2, right?
All right.
We want to have a beautiful night.
Hey,
I'm going to give a shout out real quick to Lieutenant Colonel Miller for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers that's here today as a guest of Balloon Fiesta. We always want to support our veterans, and today's a beautiful day, and when we think about Memorial, that's not just that, it's also supporting all of our veterans.
Got to point out, turn around and look here. Remember you talked about light and variable? Everything was going to the east when you started talking. Now there's a layer coming back to the west.
Yeah, it's fantastic how it is. And you know what? Balloon Fiesta is really selective about the pilots that they have at Balloon Fiesta. These are some of the best pilots in the world. And you wonder, hey, how do these pilots know what's going on? They have many years of experience, many hours of flying. It's almost intuitive in their nature of flying a balloon. They're extremely experienced, and these are the best pilots, and they're able to coordinate their flights with everybody else around them. And they almost have a sense of where the other balloons are, and they're very observant so that they can fly and keep their spacing safe and put on a fantastic show for all of you.
It's nothing like flying with 500 of your best friends.
That's right. Nothing like flying with so many great friends. And it's really a great community, the ballooning community. And we make a lot of friends here. There's an ambassador of the day. Pilots and crews and spectators can nominate an ambassador of the day, somebody that does something above and beyond for their friends. And also, we have a landowner relations. These balloons are many, up to 500 they're flying, and they're going to land somewhere.
They're going to land on somebody's property.
Right. And so what we do is we have a landowner relations team that continues to build positive engagements and experiences for our pilots, community, and our friends, and also the landowners that allow us to land on their property.
Can't do it without them.
And we can't do it without them.
Tom Bueno, Assistant Balloon Meister, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to get back to more balloons here.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you tonight for the Balloon Glow.
All right.
Thanks
for your help, gentlemen.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Arabelle is flying. So
you know it's a good day in Albuquerque when Arabelle's off the ground.
And that's exactly what someone said over here on the YouTube chat. And Doug Gann has got Hamlet in the air. The brain is ready to go. There goes the Wonder Balloon.
And we have another cloud hopper.
Yep. There's I forgot how many I counted up. There was going to be a dozen of them, so maybe 6 or 8 of them going to be here.
There he is.
So yeah. So we continue to launch balloons. Remember, this is just the first wave.
We have wave 2 coming up.
We've got wave 2 coming up. We're still launching ride balloons out of the middle. So as we expected, kind of a nice slow launch. And you know, all those guys that are over there west are watching these guys lower come back to the, who are over to the east, are going to want to drop down and come back to the west. I see both of the preventive pest control balloons in the air. There's the brain on the screen. Itsy Bitsy and Arachnid. Itsy Bitsy is the one with the big black widows, and Arachnid is the regular shape with the painted black widow on it. There it is, right off the top of the shot with
High
the brain.
intelligence, I think, isn't that what that's called? The brain?
Intelligent design.
There you go.
You know what? It's kind of like, we're going to get to Diane in a second, but people, when they get these new fancy designs, they tend to go for some fancy name, like Intelligent Design, or the Stork, I always remember, was Great Expectations.
Right.
But what did we call the balloon? We called it the Stork. What do we call this one?
The Brain.
The Brain. So you can have that fancy name on it, we're still going to call it what it is.
And that's Colin Graham from Belgrade, Montana. And he has a second pilot on there, Vic Johnson from Prosser, Washington.
There you go. And there's Arabelle flying while we go down to Diane. Diane, thanks for waiting.
Philippines, everybody.
Mabuhay from the Philippines.
I have Nino here. He is a science teacher in Belen, New Mexico, but he is originally, of course, from the Philippines, as well as his family and friends, and we have teachers from the Philippines teaching right here in New Mexico.
Yes, and we are so happy and we are excited. For the first time we witnessed the balloon fiesta, and even in the Philippines we look forward to see this and experience, and now we're here. Mabuhay!
Now, you told me, Nino, that actually in the Philippines, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is well known.
Yes.
How is that?
Many of our friends from New Mexico who are also teachers from here, they always tell us about this one, and when we see pictures of this, and now we are so happy because we're right here in the venue of the Balloon Fiesta.
Firsthand, instead of pictures and videos, and instead of Balloon Fiesta Live, the next
to the movies. Now it's first-hand experience.
And you've flown in a hot air balloon.
Yes, we have experience. Yeah, we did last April. Yeah, last April.
My parents treat us. Yeah, because they have also a hot air balloon. Yeah, we're so lucky and blessed to have them.
Okay, I'm going to have everybody here because this is how I found this family. All the kids were all pointing to their favorite balloon, so everybody point. Point to your favorite. Ah, there's my favorite. Mabuhay from the Philippines.
We don't have enough
Mabuhay
fingers.
From the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
New Mexico.
I don't have enough fingers to point to my favorite balloon.
No, I
at the moment,
don't. And it's
especially not today.
Fantastic day out there today, and it's setting up just as we discussed. So it's going to be maybe both waves will go off without a hitch.
I think so. We might be maybe a little more than halfway through the first wave.
We're starting to see some of the second wavers lay their systems out in front of us.
Down here, yeah. Look at all those balloons off to the east, just kind of hanging there. Arabelle just kind of right over the top of everything.
Tim Taylor up to the right there, still.
Is he still out there? Oh,
he's still right to the right there.
Yeah, there he is. It's like the teddy bear balloon right above there. Oh, here you go.
Oh, nice.
Going out, pulling the vent line. You put a lot of heat in, get some rise there. Sometimes it's a little too much. Pull the vent line, little heat out. Stop the
ascent.
Ascent rate, anyway. Yeah.
And there's the bunting you were speaking of.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's right here at the
SS
south
America.
end of the field. Yeah, that one. That's got the bunting at the top, which makes it even wider, and then it's got the pennants at the bottom. So, oh yeah.
You got to have a good crew.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go find a boy tree when it came pack-up time.
Wander off into the weeds, so to speak.
Yeah, that would be the
I believe that's
idea.
Gary Moore right there in the front with the peace sign on his balloon.
I bet that's his new one.
It is.
Yeah, is brand new one. So
and Ryan Gunther to the right. There you go.
There's that arachnid. And Don Boyer is going to be flying that one, because Brian Victor is flying the shape one.
Now, that must be your wife Bobby's favorite balloon, because she has an affinity with spiders.
With spiders.
Right? Yes.
She is just an animal magnet. They all come to her because she feeds them. She feeds them all.
Just like my wife with the deer in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Look at that. Those kids are getting a ride of their lives.
Yeah.
Right off a Fiesta field.
And it shows you the comparison between the size of the basket and the size of the envelopes. Happy birthday, Angela. We wish you were here too, but glad that you're at least with us online on Balloon Fiesta Live. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to that. Yeah, the spider is so pretty, she's scary. Yeah. Appreciate all of you joining us online. Again, be sure and share it with all your friends and neighbors and enemies and anybody you know. Balloon Fiesta Live, hashtag stuff that way. And send us your watch pictures. If you got a great shot of yourself, your pets, your family, whatever watching Balloon Fiesta Live, we'd love to see it. Send it to us, Balloon Fiesta Live at balloonfiesta.com.
There's a postcard photo right there from that drone.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's from our or inside our balloon.
I didn't see Pat get in the air yet.
It is
That's
the drone. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's
Pat.
camera. And look at that view. Kind of looking up through the basket. The balloon's obviously standing up, but look at this. Look at the traffic he's about to enter.
Yes. And that's what Tom was talking about. These pilots, you know, one of the questions on the application is, have you ever flown in a rally with more than 50 balloons?
Yep.
Most people might think, well, you know, there's 500, but throughout the country, most rallies aren't even that large. I mean,
20, 30.
Yeah, coming from here, when, you know, people, I'd be on the East Coast and there'd be like 4 balloons, they get excited.
Right.
Well, if you come to Albuquerque, let me tell you, you'll be uber excited.
Any weekend here in Albuquerque, you can see 20 to 30 balloons in the sky. So
absolutely, and that doesn't even count the ride balloons sometimes.
Right. No, they'll easily put 15 up on a slow day.
Yes.
So
there's that cloud hopper again. What a view.
Baby T-Rex. You know, people always ask, what's your favorite balloon, right? My smart answer is always the one I'm looking at. But I always got to say, Baby T-Rex is kind of one of my favorites. There's the new Sunflower balloon.
That's my favorite of the year.
The Sunflower?
Yes.
The Sunflower?
Yes.
Sunflower, the original one used to be a dark blue with the yellow Zia. They've rebuilt that one. The other one's still flying. They're going to use it for some training purposes. But
yeah, when I saw Josh, I said, "Man, you really did a nice job with that. That turquoise just popped." I think you sent me a picture of it earlier in the year, and it was just like, wow.
Happened to be out there for, I think it was one of its first actual flights. Just, again, one of those weekend flights. And there's 5 or 6 of us at this field. There's another 5 or 6 at that field. We happen to be out there with it. So, great shot of it.
There's Master Yoda up to the right, hovering right next to the brain and Arabelle.
Yeah.
Eric Hodges in That's Amore, right to the left. I think that's a brand new Kubitschek balloon of his.
The black and white checkered balloon. Dos Equis and Fidelity.
Actually, I had lunch yesterday at the welcome picnic with the Fidelity people. They were from Dallas, Texas. They had never been, and they thought yesterday was amazing. So I can't imagine what they're thinking today. Yeah.
Yeah. And so basket 142, that is Josh Bacon and Sunflower. So we saw the top, and then we just saw the basket heading out. And I see a lot of people taking off here this morning, immediately hitting the turning vent to be able to get that 360 view without having to swivel your head all the way around like The Exorcist.
So there's Earl Buzzard and John Green and Yvette Galvez and Lori Van Sant, all local pilots from Albuquerque.
Right to left. Good
and Rich
job.
Longhorn over there in Humpty Dumpty. And I
Dumpty.
have to say this, he was pushed. That's what Rich always told me.
Yeah.
He didn't fall off the wall, he was pushed.
I don't know about being pushed. He's sneaking in and photobombing that shot.
He is.
There ain't no pushing there.
Yes,
Rich is doing it all.
It's a great shot. Well, it looks like we're halfway through wave 1 of the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, the 53rd edition. Just a fantastic, picturesque morning. It's a New Mexico morning, a postcard morning, a calendar morning, whatever you want to say. We're glad we can bring it to you live on Balloon Fiesta Live. And if you're out here on the field and you're taking photographs, please share them with us. Hashtag Balloon Fiesta Live.
And you're listening to Ted Maes and Art Lloyd Jr. bring this to you.
Yes, sir.
We always kind of get our names in at the beginning and the end, and hope that you are enjoying our coverage of Balloon Fiesta Live. And just like you're sending us pictures, if you'd like to interact in the chat. We don't always pay as close attention in the chat as we might like to. We'd also love to hear your comments at Balloon Fiesta Live, Balloon Fiesta Live at balloonsfiesta.com. So email us those pictures.
Well, we hear Diane is down on the field right next to balloon that's about to launch. So Diane, who's getting ready to take off on this glorious morning?
Oh, we're going to show you all taking off. Okay, we got Will with Scandinavia taking off right now. And have a safe flight, Will. What's he paying attention to?
Everything.
He's paying attention to everything. So we're not going to be talking to Will. We're walking with Will as he's taking off.
Open hands, do not open down.
He's saying open hands, only 4. And there he goes. Beautiful morning. He's paying attention to the launch director as we speak. And there he's going, and we're all waving. Bye, Will. Bye. Safe flight. You're the crew? You're the crew here? Come on, crew. What's your name?
Gina.
Tell me about the balloon.
It's big. This is my first time.
Tell me about the balloon.
Well, it was my first time actually being a crew, so it was very nice. Enjoyed it.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane. I was very proud to watch that video because Mr. Wadsworth was my student that I replaced myself with in ballooning, actually. You know, I just kind of like having children, you know. We have 2 sons. I ballooned for many years. I kind of stepped away from being a pilot and trained Will how to fly.
And that's him down in the lower right of the picture that you're seeing.
And the one in the left right there, actually friends of mine from Middletown, New York. That's Art Palmer, and this is his first balloon fiesta ever.
Wow.
Yeah, so Art and Ann, the name of the balloon is AHA, and it's named after each individual of their family. So it's Art, Ann, Heather, and Artie Jr.
Oh, there you go.
There's baby T-Rex.
Looking straight up. And I got to say, that is always one of my favorite pictures, looking straight up, especially if you can get the basket centered in the opening, the throat opening, and see all the way up through the top. That's kind of almost getting this kaleidoscope pattern.
Yes.
This whole spiral pattern. Leave the ground and you kind of go a little bit to the west, then you kind of go a little east, then back to the west, then back to the east, and then they're starting to circle around to the south off on the far side. Although some folks are not following the pattern. Not that they have to follow the pattern at all. In fact, a lot of times it's better not to follow the pattern.
Well, and then, you know, those early people that launched off the field, they're teasing the people of kind of the northeast sides of Albuquerque.
Right.
So,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
But it is fantastic out there. Diane, who do you have for us down there now?
Okay, I've got Fred Zinkler and Carried Away. You're going to be carried away in just a moment. We're watching the flight director. She's directing you.
Yes, she is, Catherine. She's one of our best ones, and she's got to go, and I got to get up in the air.
You're going. So that's a thumbs up. She's got a thumbs up, everybody. We're going to watch Fred Zinkler and Carried Away get carried away. So let's take a listen.
Little heat, little bird, whistles.
And Fred's away.
Returning the thumbs up to the launch director. And there's Will Wadsworth, Seth Hunter in the black with the black and white checkers.
Dr. Seth Hunter.
Yes, Dr. Seth.
He is a physician.
Zinkler and Carried Away.
And actually,
he's
that
away.
balloon that he's flying belongs to Tristan Garcia, who worked with you at the Albuquerque Aloft shoot on Friday.
Yes, I want to thank Tristan for going out and doing that. He's an up-and-coming videographer, photographer. He's on your photography crew for Fiesta and has been for a few years.
Yes.
He did a fantastic job. It was both of our first time of putting together a production, and with the help of you, Art, and your critiquing, which you know you want to run a tight ship. we got it done, and we want to thank you, and thank you, Tristan, for all the hard work that you put through on that. You know,
Tristan also just released a documentary that
Yes, he
he's
did.
been working on with a few other folks for the last few years. I understand it's playing out in the Balloon Discovery Center.
It is.
So it's I'm not sure where and how he's going to release that to the rest of the world. But
well, I saw it come across Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
It's Winged Canvas, and it's basically a videography about the women of ballooning.
Yes.
So I believe it is playing over at the Balloon Museum starting yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
It's playing at the museum as well as the Discovery Center?
I believe so.
Okay, good. I did get a preview copy of that as well and helped him with a few little critiques on that. So happy to help him grow and into the sport. I know that he went to school and studied photo and videography, so it's great to see him get those tasks under his belt and start making those projects. The only way you're going to get better at it is to practice it. And
Practice makes perfect.
It does.
Just like ballooning, the only way that you get to be a better pilot is you go out and you fly, and you fly, and you fly. You gotta fly.
You gotta fly. You gotta fly in different conditions, and carefully push yourself. You don't want to always be so cautious that you never take any kind of chances, but you also have to be cautious about the chances you take. Know your limitations.
That's the #1 rule in aeronautical decision making.
And not only yours, but those of your system as well.
There's the Fidelity and Dos Equis, and I see Sir Mix-a-Lot getting ready down
there
right
you go.
behind Dos Equis.
I was looking at the New Mexico True Balloon, which was kind of underneath the Fidelity, while Sir Mix-a-Lot is over there with Dos Equis. And kind of right in the middle there, the white verticals with the alternating reds, that's EOS, Ralph Kaiser.
And right behind Sir Mix-a-Lot is Ron Sanchez in the Bubba's 33 balloon.
And
the reason I know that is because he has the pennants on his balloon.
And the one just going out of the top there, that's going to be Andy McClanahan or Bubba, forgetting the captain, I'm forgetting the name of the guy. It's his balloon. Here we go. We're launching on. So it's his balloon. Andy's taking it over. First flight as a pilot. And this is from our balloon camera. Look at everybody waving on Balloon Fiesta Live as Pat Irwin is airborne.
With Jason, our videographer, who this is his first flight, first official balloon flight. So we gave him double duties to enjoy his first flight and bring us these awesome pictures. There he is. Look at him hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told him.
Hey, look at that. They got the banners on adjacent sides.
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
Taking a clue from JB, who's only got 3 sides, so they come up that way.
Right. Well, I told him if you fly with JP, it's going to be a little bit more springy because a Firefly flexes a little bit more than a sturdier Kubitschek. So, anyway, we heard Diane's down on the field again with some more balloons. So, Diane, who do you have for us now?
You're almost there. Yeah.
I have Dennis Collin, 50 years of ballooning, and we're going to do an interview with Dennis. We'll get you another time, but he is taking off right now at your 50th Balloon Fiesta. And we've got the launch director saying, walk him through, walk him through. Bye. We can't interrupt you when you're taking off. There's Dennis Collin, 50 years of ballooning.
So how many sides are on that basket?
4.5.
Speaking of sides.
4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Yeah.
Not really a triangle, more of a trapezoid, right?
Yeah. And just as we were watching that takeoff, we also got a nice shot looking back on all the balloons stood up, ready to go as soon as the launch director can get to them. Keep
There's
watching.
A great shot from our camera.
Yep.
Looking to the northwest. I see Nestor Pino here on the left-hand side.
But I saw Shane Shipman out there as well.
This is probably coming from the drone from the south side of the field. Over our heads nearly.
And we're coming in for a landing. We face in the direction we land in. And it's this one. So,
It's the morning to watch, right?
It really is. I mean, these are the mornings that every one of these balloonists, when they put their head on their pillow at night, they want to wake up in the morning, they want to participate in. This is the type of day. I know I would.
Yeah.
There's one of the new vampire balloons, correct? Is that?
Yeah. Actually, it's like
Dracula, yes.
Vlad Dracula.
La Dracula.
La Dracula. One of the new ones from Brazil.
That is one of the Ray Bears, I believe, and I'm not sure if that's Ray himself.
That's not theirs.
Oh, no,
that's
I'm sorry.
That's the look. Yeah, you're right. I do the same thing. That's the one because they usually launch together.
Yes.
There's Ray and his son Dave who have matching balloons, and then that one that almost matches.
Yes.
In fact, I think that is. Let me double check, Hank. Make sure I know what I'm talking about.
That's a great shot of the propane refueling area that after these pilots are done flying, they're going to come in and refuel, and that's a whole line there. You can see the propane truck at the very far end.
At the far end, yeah, just off to the right side.
There's the Fiesta Gold balloon.
Now, we were just talking about Ray Bear. Ray Bear is flying. That's not the Gold. That's
sorry, yes.
Spirit of Fiesta. Spirit of Fiesta. That's the one that was before the Gold, and Ray Bear is going to be flying that one this weekend for us, which makes sense because he's right there where that other one took off.
Next to Dave.
And Dave Bear is there as well. So, yeah, right there in the center.
Great shot looking back at the field. Thank you, Jason. Enjoy your first flight, my friend.
So we've talked about the waves going through, and you may have heard us mention the 3-row rule. The idea is that we don't stand everybody up at the same time because they're just going to sit there and burn off fuel and waste fuel. So we really want to have like a couple 3 rows moving along, and there you see it. Look, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Smokey on the left-hand side near Sir Mix-a-Lot, and then looks like Dave's getting ready to go next there to the south. So I don't want to mess Diane up again. Maybe she has someone that's taking off. So Diane, are you got someone there?
I have Christina and Richard. Christina's from Michigan, and she is crewing for a number of balloons this morning. But you wanted to tell me what?
That my husband and my son are watching, and I just wanted to say hello. They miss me, and I miss them a lot. But we're thrilled to be here, and we're very, very glad to be here. I watch live all the time. I watch you all the time, and it's so good to be interviewed by you.
She stopped me because she said, I watch Balloon Fiesta live all the time. Back home in Michigan, back here?
Yep.
How many?
I'm not on the field. I'm watching it.
and why is that, Christine?
Because I love balloons and I love Balloon Fiesta.
And what do you learn from Balloon Fiesta live?
I can't recall a lot right now,
but you know what's going on in the field.
Yes, yep, everything on the field. I love listening to them talk about all the different balloons and where they're from and how long they've been here, and it's just a wonderful community.
And you know what they say? It's the next best thing to being here, but being here is pretty darn good. What would you like to tell the folks out there who haven't been to Balloon Fiesta yet?
Get here. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure.
Well, not for you. You've been coming here for 23 years, so it's more than once-in-a-lifetime experience. Yeah. And Richard, you are from Michigan as well?
Correct.
And you're a pilot. How are the conditions today?
Oh, the conditions are great. The nice, peaceful flight, so it's great.
How does this compare to flying back home?
It's way more wide open here than it is back at home. We have a lot of trees, a lot of areas that it's very difficult to find a place to land.
Have you ever seen a bluer sky than this?
Not really, no.
And I mean, the view that we're seeing right now, Richard, describe it to me.
It's just surreal. There's just so many balloons, so much excitement. It's great.
It's great. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you.
Happy flying to you. Thank you, Christine. Keep watching
much.
Balloon Fiesta Live. Back to you, Ted and Art.
Thanks, Diane. We're just sitting back here enjoying the day. Glad to have those folks from Michigan join us and watch. We just keep getting those great shots from the balloon, looking over the one of the parking lots now.
Right.
I keep looking. You know what? I think Pat Irwin has 2 balloons here because I keep looking for his Battleborn balloon.
Yeah, and I don't see it.
I don't see it, but I do think he brought a second pilot with him, and so they probably have a second balloon. It kind of looked that way when they were inflating, and I didn't get enough of a shot to be able to pick it out in the sky, but. So more of our special shapes. I love this shot with the blue macaw and Vlad Dracula. And then, of course, the Z-Boy on the left there. The Zorro.
From Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yep. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure out
there's a great shot of the two waves.
Yes.
So there's a row of 3 balloons on one end. There's a row of 3 balloons on the other end. Then you got a
few stragglers down here on this
stragglers scattered in among there. So he's out north, looking back. Let's see if we can.
There's Ron Sanchez and Bubba's 33. Ron and I were both pilots during the Wells Fargo program when they had that with Elizabeth Wright Smith flying the old Stagecoach, which is since retired.
And that is one of the old Wells Fargo
That
balloons.
is one of the old ones, and Natasha Stanky flies the other one.
Yep.
So the reason that he put the yellow pennants on it is people would say to him, hey, I saw Natasha's flying out. No, that was me. So he got...
And vice versa, I'm sure.
vice versa. So on social media, she's always posting no pennants on hers.
There's a few more of our shapes up there. Hey, there's that new one, Keith the Teef.
Yes, Peter George from the UK. He normally flies Grand Britannia, and that was a major hush-hush secret, double-top secret thing over the last couple of weeks, I guess.
Till he sent it to you, then all of us knew.
No, I didn't put it on social media. I
know you did. I know. Hey, there's orange.
Yes, orange, it's blue. But blue, that's orange.
Yeah.
And orange and blue make a mess together, right?
Yep.
There's Jim Williams right back there. That was Jim Williams from Katy, Texas, him and Lisa.
The name of that balloon really is orange.
It
For
is.
those who thought we were making stuff up. Yeah. We got told the story. Look at the back of Sir Mix. Oh, can we go back to that real quick? Back to Sir Mix-a-Lot. I was going to point out that the license plate is on the back of Sir Mix-a-Lot. That we just had a great shot of it. There it is. Down there in the lower left-hand corner.
Oh, yeah. Concrete.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a great new special shape for last year. And we get to see it fly over Albuquerque all year.
Yeah.
In fact, I even saw a billboard for it earlier, I guess it was last week, that Sir Mix-a-Lot welcomes you to Albuquerque. Great marketing plan. So this is the upright of a balloon, and that's the instruments right there as we're looking at Jonathan Wolf and the fractal balloon in the background. Can you read the instruments?
No, you can't really
there's
see
a
it.
reflection
Too
off
much
the
of
sun.
a glare.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's flying a pretty funky banner off the bottom of his basket.
That fractal balloon is literally printed with that fractal design. Fractals, of course, is an infinite repeating design. You can always spot him and his crew. If they don't have the fractal t-shirts on, they have the tie-dye ones.
There's Chris McCord in Candyland. He spoke with us earlier wearing his tutu. I guess it was Kira that was wearing the tutu. Next to Steggy down there to the right. And Kavu off to the left.
Yeah, it is.
So it still continues to be light and variable at Fiesta Field. I'm Ted Maes along with Art Lloyd Jr. bringing you the 53rd ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. And we couldn't have asked for a nicer day. Yes, there's the banner.
There's the banner he's flying. I missed that before. Nice.
Right behind Smokey Bear, who's being piloted by Elizabeth Rice Smith.
There's another one of our new special shapes, the Splash Duck.
Quack.
Quack, quack.
Next to a frog. We saw a frog last night when we left here about 10:30 at night, whatever time that was. Myself and your lovely
Had
wife.
been enjoying the glow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yurlio Sousa is piloting the splash duck for us. Look at this pan. Look at the balloons in the sky.
Right. I'm still trying to figure out which is his balloon because I'm looking where we're getting the images from, and I just can't figure out which one he is.
What I thought I saw when we were inflating was some red and yellow and blue down at the throat.
Well, we have every color of the spectrum out there at this point,
so
Art.
yeah.
There's Smokey, and that's the new Smokey.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, when I was out with Beth on Friday, she was like a kid on Christmas with that balloon. It was amazing how someone who's been around ballooning for how long and how many flights has she taken, it didn't matter. It was a new day, and it was a new balloon, and it smelled new. It was they had to send it back to the factory to have some stuff done to it. So she was extremely excited about being able to fly that balloon. And there's Mr. Bacon. Sunlight and Sunlight.
Sunlight and Sunflyer. Actually, I think he changed the name of that from Sunflyer. No, it's still Sunflyer. There was some conversations about changing that. Dos Equis, Lindy, Smokey Bear. There's the Shamrock balloon.
That is flown by Joe Curson from Prairie Grove, Arkansas. And he's been, this is his first Fiesta. It's no, flying 4 years. Yeah, first Fiesta. So another first timer.
If our self-reporting data works.
Yes.
Yeah. We pull a lot of these facts by what pilots put into the system. There's a couple more of our shapes.
Cababera on the left.
Princess Nellie a little right behind that. And that...
Isn't that the fox?
Well, yeah, the fox, the little fox there. And then...
It's a hammerhead
shark in the center.
Now that may be my favorite all of a sudden. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the shark.
No?
No.
I think it'd be pretty challenging to fly as well.
Well, basically it's a racer shape with those two big eyeballs if you think about it.
Yeah, but when the wind comes, I bet you it has a natural turning vent with those little fins on it.
Yeah. So. There goes Vlad Dracula. Let's go pick up on Diane.
El primer idioma de Nuevo Mexico. I'm here speaking in Spanish and English because here in New Mexico, English and Spanish are our two official languages. I have Juan from Brazil. He is with the macaw balloon, and we are going to be speaking now in one of our two official languages, ¿cuál es? Español. Vamos a hablar en español porque aquí en Nuevo Mexico hay dos idiomas, inglés y español, que es oficial. But he has been flying here 2 years at Balloon Fiesta and 10 years flying in Brazil. En español, ¿qué quisiera decir a la gente acerca de esta fiesta de globos?
Estoy muy contento de estar acá. Es el mayor, el más grande evento del mundo. Entonces, para nosotros brasileños siempre es un gran sueño estar ahí y puede realizar este sueño que tenía año pasado, este año nuevamente. Y espero volver acá por toda mi vida.
He says it's a dream of people flying in Brazil to fly here in New Mexico, and it's been your dream for 2 years now. And how different is it flying here at the Balloon Fiesta than flying in Brazil? ¿Cuál es diferente aquí en Nuevo México que en Brasil?
La gran diferencia es la cantidad de globos. Acá tenemos muchos globos. Pero esto es muy más bonito, más lindo. Entonces nos encanta mucho. Es increíble, increíble.
He said the big difference between flying here and in Brazil is the number of balloons that we have. It's beautiful here. Pero su país es tan linda también, ¿verdad?
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. A donde volamos es un lugar muy bonito. Tenemos cañones. Pero acá es el lugar más fantástico que tenemos para volar en todo el mundo. soy muy grato por lo invite para estar ahí y espero volver siempre.
And we're very happy that you're. Estamos felices que usted está aquí también. Muchas gracias. Buen vuelo, buen vuelo.
Well, sueño cumplido, mi amigo, which means dreams come true, my friend. We're back here at the 53rd ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. I'm Ted Maes and my broadcast partner, Art Lloyd Jr., coming to you on a spectacular day out here at Fiesta Field. It is what a difference 24 hours makes. There is just a glorious day of hot air ballooning. We have seen everything thus far. We see Sir Mix-a-Lot taking off. There's another one of our cloud hoppers. I think that's the third or fourth one that we've seen. So it is. It has been fantastic.
So one thing we haven't seen is a variation of the cloud hopper, and that is the chariot, which is basically a two-seater chair.
Correct.
That goes with that.
And I believe Michael.
Well, that's okay. So now that we've seen that one,
yep,
that's the Mars rover, and so that would be Cody Myers flying that, which means the Kachina that we talked about before
was flying
has
that
to be
one.
Marissa.
Yes. So the chariot you speak of,
Yes.
Michael Glenn actually
Yes.
flies a chariot.
Yes, he does.
He is a one of the only paraplegic, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Pilots, I think, in the world, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I've seen.
Like to call him the rolling pilot.
The rolling pilot, yes. And I'll tell you what, he posts some really cool stuff off on social media. He's hit a lot of events this year, and he flies one of the bees.
Yep, the baby bee.
The baby bee. And just some spectacular footage that he's posted up over the last, probably 6 months or so. So,
yeah, I was just going to say, watching those videos, he's obviously set that up, and then he goes back and edit. We've seen him come in and land. And even to watch him set the balloon up and get out of his wheelchair and into the balloon, or out of the balloon back into his wheelchair, it's just incredible to see him actually do that. We've known he's done it for a long time. He's an incredible guy. And now he's added video production to his list, and we all get to enjoy that.
I'll tell you what, well, we just missed that one, but that is, I think, Fred
That looks
McAllister,
like Fred.
Big Puff Fred, flying Silver Linings. He is in partnership in that balloon with my lifelong friend since the first grade. I've said it before, Lachelle Pete. We would sit out on the swings at S.Y. Jackson Elementary School as first graders and watch the balloons come in, and we both said one day we'll become balloon pilots, and guess what? We became balloon pilots.
You did. Fulfill that dream.
Exactly.
There's the backside of that hammerhead shark. Those fins would probably also catch the breeze.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's got
absolutely,
automatic turning vents without using a turning vent. I think it would depend on which way the wind's blowing to decide if you're going left or right. You don't have that choice. There's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yep. We talked a lot last year about how many cement truck loads would fit inside that. I'm trying to remember that number.
A lot.
Yeah, lots of a lot.
It'd be so heavy, I don't think you could even get it off the ground.
Someone's hoping that the splash duck will get sold and moved to Europe. Actually, a lot of the shapes from Brazil are actually built on speculation, with the idea they bring them here to Balloon Fiesta and show them off. Speaking of splash duck is rising above the surface. They bring it to Balloon Fiesta, show them off, sell them, hopefully. That's our balloon.
Okay.
That's it. See, I told you there was some blue at the bottom.
So it was a racer.
Basically. So he managed to...
I think he's right up over here on top of the right side. He's right in front of us.
Right there? Oh, yeah, we can see him right from here, right through. Yeah, I mean, if we go too far north, we end up on the Sandia Indian Pueblo, which isn't a bad thing.
No.
But you have to just be careful about where you go. And if you go too far east, you're into the mountains, and that's not good either. So if you can kind of find a spot right off the northeast corner of the field, there are some open spaces over there. which are great places.
Yeah,
to
I've
land.
landed many times out at San Diego Pueblo, and it's just following the procedures and respecting
Absolutely.
what they ask to do. And
absolutely,
you know, they ask that you stay. You know, it's a final landing zone. You can't take
Yep,
off again,
yep.
and they stay
No
at least
second hops.
200 feet above the ground. And once you get over, if you get close to the Pueblo proper, they'd like you to be 500 feet and no photographs, please, respecting the privacy of our friends to the north at San Diego Casino.
There you go, looking right up inside of Pat Irwin's balloon that our balloon camera was in. Okay, so remember the star in the top.
Right.
Help us identify that. Another one of the new ones from Brazil is Geronimo.
And there is
Zarek Wells in the yellow with the black mustache, guilty.
So I just got a message from, you know, we're on live and you have balloon people all over the country. I got a message from Wayne Fortney. He was telling me that the balloon that we've been asking about with the mural on the side is owned by Mike Myers, and the murals have a very special meaning and neat story behind them. So I will go hunt him down today
We'll go find that
and get that information. Thanks, Wayne. I appreciate that.
Interesting. We were just talking about the Sandia stuff. The pilots just got a text message that said, remember, if you land on Sandia, be courteous, be cautious, and be patient because, yeah.
I think they only have like 6 or 8.
Not a lot of officers to get out there for those escorts.
And it's one balloon at a time.
Yeah. So, just kind of goes to show that we kind of got this.
Yes.
Not to brag on us, but between us, a whole lot of hours of flying and a whole lot of balloon fiestas. We've been through the ropes and can pretty much predict. We saw the blue macaw earlier. There's the red one. And we're still launching balloons off the field. Saw the KKOB balloon just a few minutes ago. There's Tall Steve, one of the penguins. Part of that family, you know, there was Joey B and Lily B, and then they came back with Joelle, and then we had Puddles and Splash, and they came back with Tall Steve. So balloons breed more balloons.
They do. 3 awesome shapes right there.
4.
4, yes. Oh, yes,
down
yes. And that purple one with the yellow stripes, that's Tabitha Rainwater.
Yep, and then the fox over on the far right. Is that Wicked over there?
There's Wicked, yes. Just a gorgeous morning. There's Keith the Thief, along with the Panther, Black Panther, I believe. And look at the people.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Lots of people filling their bucket list today.
I do like the eyes and the face on the Keith the Thief.
I'll let Peter know. Now, when I saw him the other day, he had not even flown this balloon yet. He had not had the opportunity to.
Yeah.
And the gondola itself is one of those build-it-yourself gondolas with the Kevlar sides to it, you know. And
collapsible
one?
Collapsible
one, yeah.
one? Yeah.
And he was out there kind of shaking his head and scratching his head, and I'll get this, he said. So apparently he did.
All right. So now we see the other side of things, because after you, oh no, they're standing up.
Yep.
They are standing up.
Just a little soft on the inflation is all.
But the crown line seems to have it.
Yep.
Yeah, I always tell people that when they're on the crown line and you're starting to do that, you basically hold the balloon down as much as you can until it rounds out on the bottom. And then that's when it's full and it's going to go up. If you let it go up too fast, then it tends to cave in on you. And you would much rather have it nice and full. There's the buffalo from the In the Buff balloon.
Yes, that's Barry Bollinger from Lubbock, Texas.
And actually, it's the Plains Capital Bank balloon.
Yes.
We talked to him a few years ago, and that bank is only in Texas. But he says, we go to lots of different places, still putting out the good name of ballooning. There's another one of those. We talked about Z-Boy and Geronimo and Glad Drac. This is the Piretta.
Or is that Joe Pirate? Or Piretta Joe?
Yeah, I was going to just verify the Piretta Joe. Piretta Joe.
flown by João Padula from São Paulo, Brazil as well. Those Brazilians like making all sorts of designs.
Yeah.
In fact, I saw some shirts walking around. They had just every design, every special shape imaginable.
Oh, yeah?
On the back of those things. I'll have to snap a picture and post it on our website.
Speaking of snapping pictures, as you get pictures, be sure and hashtag them Balloon Fiesta Live. And if you have those pictures of your watch party, however you're watching Balloon Fiesta Live, we would love to see those as well. Email them to me at balloonfiestalive@balloonfiesta.com. balloonfiestalive@balloonfiesta.com. Thanks. And we'll gather them up after each show and show up at the next show with a series of them as well. Diane continues to find folks on the field to chat with, so let's go back down and see who she has found this time. Diane?
Okay, we're on Laura. You want to get this balloon going. What are you going to tell the pilot?
So first we're going to walk to launch. So I'm going to walk out and I'm going to make sure we're making eye contact. He points to me, I point to him. Then we give the signal like this with some slow chirps to walk out. Once he's got enough room to launch, I give that long chirp with thumbs up and he is good to go.
And you're ready to get him out. You want to get him out. So Laura, you're going to take off and you're going to blow I want to hear you blow your whistle.
You got it. Nice and loud.
All right, you ready? This is Teardrop Cowboy. Teardrop Cowboy. You got your. Why is it called Teardrop Cowboy?
Our pilot has done cowboy stuff before, and our balloon has teardrops on it.
Have a safe flight. We got from Rio Rancho, Stacy Eldridge, Teardrop Cowboy. Rio Rancho.
That's Carolyn.
And that's how it's done.
Exactly.
Exactly. You got the explanation. You got to see it in action right here on Balloon Fiesta Live. Those are the things you see either here on the field or on Balloon Fiesta Live. And you don't always get to catch all of that when you're down here because you're looking everywhere at all the other balloons.
Right.
So, great job, team.
I think we're back up again. Yes.
We are airborne again. Look out there. Yeah, that's Pat.
Yep. See, now I thought when looking at the angles, it was a balloon with a stair step behind him over there, like a black and white checkerboard at the top. That's what I was looking for, but obviously we now know.
That's it right there. We see it. Look at everything's shifting again. It's shifting back to the west and even a little bit more northwest. Not all the way to Corrales and Rio Rancho yet, but
and there's plenty of places down in Corrales and close to the river where you can actually
get in there. Yeah,
lots of nice places to land.
Yeah.
All right, so Diane Kinderwater is down on the field, and she's got a family for us. So tell us about this family and where they're from, Diane.
David and Shelly. David, what were you taking?
Oh, I wanted a photo with you.
Why is that, David?
Because you guys are awesome. The coverage is so good. We have so much fun streaming it in the morning when we can't be here.
How many years have you been watching Balloon Fiesta Live?
At least 3 or 4. And so, you know, when we figured it out, coming out of the pandemic and the siesta, we started watching, and it's been so fun. It's the local news is nice, but you guys have such better coverage, and you know the pilots, and you know the history and where the balloons are from, and it's not just advertisements.
And no commercials.
No commercials.
Right. And so, Shelly, of course, we say Balloon Fiesta Live is the next best thing to being here, but being here is the best.
It truly is. It's incredible when all the balloons do get to go up, and the kids love collecting all the cards, and it's just an amazing family event. We just love it. Every year we come out.
And who do you have with us?
Who do I have with me? This is my son Morris. Morris, you want to say hi?
Hi, Morris.
And this is Bailey.
Hi.
How old are they?
Bailey's 5 and Morris is 8. And they've been coming ever since they were infants. They've been every single year except for the siesta.
What do you have tips for other parents coming up here with their kids? And of course, we know children under 12 are free.
They are free. That's amazing. We love to ride our bikes in. So I know that secret has been out, and the bike valet is fabulous. So thank you for letting us use our wheels to get in.
And we appreciate you watching Balloon Fiesta Live, and it kind of prepares you for the day.
It does. It truly does.
And you probably learn a lot about all these pilots, and I'm learning all about them too.
Oh, they're so nice. We met Brendan O'Rourke, who was, I think, flying Tall Steve this morning. A couple of these UK pilots said it's their first time. He like had the nerves, but he was so excited. He's like, I just want to get up in the air.
And what's so neat is that as a family, you can go touch the balloons, and of course your daughter's pointing at her favorite balloon. The macaw is now taking off behind us. Isn't that, David? Isn't that amazing?
So cool.
That here we have this gift in Albuquerque.
Wait, I might have to get this one with you.
Get this one with me.
With the
and the macaw in the background. He loves the selfies.
I do. Oh.
Get down. Okay, I'll get up.
Nice. Awesome. You got it. Oh, there's the peacock. Thank you so much for having us. Yes.
We're taking off to see the peacock. Thank you. Back, say bye to Ted and Art.
Oh, Ted and Art, you guys are awesome. We'll see you at the Gondola Club next weekend.
Okay, great deal. We'll have to come down and see you down there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So a calendar type of day and a calendar type of guests on Balloon Fiesta Live. So.
Absolutely. Highlight reel for sure.
Absolutely. So we also have, I just got a message from some folks in Idaho Falls, Idaho saying, hey, good morning, beautiful day. Love the new camera angles. They're fantastic. Thank you very much. We wish we could be there, and thank the entire Balloon Fiesta Live crew.
Yeah, we've mentioned this a couple of times. You know, to put on like a regional football game or some sports event, they use about 12, 15 cameras. We're now using 11 here. When we first started this, we did it with about 4. We're now up to 11 camera angles, which of course means more staff. We put some incredibly new lenses on a couple of our cameras to even give us more shots. We've got more mobile access between 3 now mobile cameras, 2 extra drone shots. Yeah, we've definitely expanded our coverage. We hope that you are enjoying it as well. There's a great view from one of those mobile cameras back onto the field, and you can see there's still a number of balloons inflated on the field. Now, they don't all necessarily launch. Some may decide, well, it's getting kind of late, and so maybe we just kind of, yeah, there's one of those new lenses.
Yes.
That's the lens that can take us all the way from down here on the south end, and we could go probably zoom into the basket at Sir Mix-a-Lot, which is actually off the north end of the field. I don't know if they want to try that or not, but...
hint, hint.
Hint, hint. And, of course, we've got our new little flags there. You see the ExxonMobil. It's just kind of the flag over there on the side. We've got those marking. We put some additional lighting on the stage. So, yeah, we just continue every year to try and step up our game a little bit. Next year will be the 10th year, hard to believe, the 10th year for Balloon Fiesta Live. And back to those guests, it was great to have them refer to Balloon Fiesta Siesta. Which was one of those times that is kind of like, okay, we're not going to be able to have a live event. And I told the rest of the staff, I said, but we're still going to do Balloon Fiesta Live. And so we played other videos, and, you know, we had people like you fly for us.
Yeah, I didn't have a camera that nice. I had my cell phone, and we did a Zoom call, but it worked, right?
It worked. It worked. Yep, out at Studio 519. I was in the studio here. Glenn was in his house. People like you were on their cell phones, whether they were flying, doing glows, whatever. It was an incredible set of shows.
We had a pop-up glow, remember that?
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, all of a sudden, everybody just kind of show up here. So,
and I got indoctrinated into being the mini balloon meister for that glow. You guys are making fun of me on the air. I thought that was funny.
We did. We had fun with that. So, Diane has found some other family friends out there having a great time. Diane?
Well, I found this gentleman wasn't from Albuquerque because he's got a White Sox hat on. They gave the dead ringer for Chicago. We got Brian from Chicago, and Veronica is from New Mexico.
Yes. Hi.
Your first time here, Brian?
Yes.
What do you think of this Fiesta and what you expected?
Oh, it's pretty awesome. Yep. Great first experience. Yep.
What will you tell your friends back home about Fiesta?
They got to come experience it live. Yeah.
Oh, they got to experience it live.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure.
And who do you have with you?
There's little Ziggy right here.
Hi, Ziggy. Bye. Happy ballooning. Happy ballooning. Mama Veronica, you saw me interviewed another family, and your kids said, we want to be on Balloon Fiesta Live. What would you like to say to the viewers out there?
I just only come for the cards.
And balloons.
And how about your YouTube?
Oh, you have a YouTube channel too?
You what?
He has a YouTube channel.
Oh, you've got a YouTube channel too. And you can watch Balloon Fiesta live. What is your channel?
Just Little Monkey.
What is it?
Little Gamer Monkey.
Little Game Monkey. Good. What do you like about the balloons?
I like their unique styles and all the custom made.
The custom made ones. What's your favorite?
The cow.
I like the Macau. We just saw the Macau go back. Thank you, folks. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, Veronica. Bye, everybody.
Great, we got to get them started watching young so they keep going.
Yes.
All right, so we just talked about that. I said we could take that lens on that camera from this end of the field, and we could go all the way out and get the basket of Sir Mix-a-Lot, and that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's Chris Braden piloting that, and that balloon is probably literally a mile away from where this camera is
Pretty
located.
darn close. Well,
Yes.
we're zooming back, so let's just see how far back this gets. Just keep coming all the way back. And here comes the field into view because he's out. And then there's some balloons.
A little bit more.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
There you go.
There you go.
Amazing.
That's the view that we have. And we have that one of those cameras, the one we just saw here, and one on the other end of the field that has the same kind of lens. And now we're back up in the air.
Yes. With our photographer Jason up there, who's
doing a great
two
job
rides.
for
He's getting
us.
2 rides. He landed
Yeah.
and he went up again.
Got the second hop too. Yeah, what a great shot of Tiger.
So I wonder who Diane has on the field now. Diane, who do you have for us?
No.
Nope. My bad.
She's asking if she can come back, if she can be done.
Okay.
Great, let's take it. Diane, back to you.
We've got Caitlin and Dennis with Black Cherry, and Dennis tells me they have a history here. You've got a history with Caitlin, the launch director. What's your history?
She started out back here with us as a zebra, and now she's progressed to the bigger balloons. But we were very proud to have her to begin with.
Now you're in what line is this? The last line?
W. Yes.
W. Do you like being in W?
Yes, it's not bad. Yeah.
It's nice and peaceful over here.
Yeah, and we have new speakers this year, which is fantastic. We can hear everything on up front. So, yes.
Okay, what's your history, Caitlin?
I was born and raised into this. My mom was launch director for 33 years, and I've been doing it for 18 now. So, about every year.
How have things changed for you over the years?
Can you repeat that?
How have things changed?
How have things changed? Honestly, it hasn't changed all that much. It has always been a very fun festival, and we're here to make it safe. So,
and a little bit of entertainment with your outfit here as a zebra.
So as a zebra, we are required to wear the stripes, so that way we can stand out and the pilots can see us as we launch them. And a lot of us, if you look that way, we wear stripes as a referee, or we all dress up how we want.
What do you have right here?
My little bag that I put all my chits in is my little zebra here.
You got your baby zebra with you.
Always.
Dennis, happy flying. Appreciate it.
Thank you very
And
much.
you got Black Cherry with you.
Yes.
Is he going to be going up?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back to you, Ted and Art.
Thanks, Diane. Well,
so we're going to see the same process we saw just a few moments ago. Walk him out, give him the whistles, and away he will go. Hey, as we're starting to get kind of towards the end, we've got to do some business here.
Yes, we do.
So I'm going to let you do the pitch while I pull this morning's winners.
So we have the Balloon Fiesta Live commemorative license plates that we've talked about. brought to us by the Sign Store here in Albuquerque. And all you got to do is go to this QR code they're about to put up, and you don't have to remove the Balloon Fiesta Live logo because we switched it to the other side. And it's a one-time entry, so if you've already entered, we'll see if you're going to win here. And we will be giving away 3 of these for every event that we have here at Balloon Fiesta over these 9 days. So we already have given away 6, correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
So it's the 7, 8, and 9 coming up.
So Art's got his generator on here, his winning generator. So we will have some winners here in just a second. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to be giving away 8 Balloon Fiesta Live jackets.
That's right.
Exactly what we wear on set. And these jackets are brought to you by ExxonMobil and the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. I think it's a nice jacket for what we do up here. I have not had to put it on but once this time, but it's actually a really nice jacket. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a nice weight.
So again, if they can throw up the QR code for that, you guys can enter in. It's a one-time entry only, so you don't drive Art crazy here, having to delete you off several times. And we will generate 3 winners right here. I think we probably have a bunch of people logging in. That's what's holding them down, but that's okay. The more the merrier. We really appreciate that. There's your enter to win for the Balloon Fiesta Live license plate. So scan that one time only, please, and then we will be picking these winners now. We'll have 3 more winners this evening during our original balloon glow that will kick off this evening's events. As we wrap down this morning's events live from the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
We might have to announce this morning's winners tonight. I'm not being. It's just not loading to be able to get my random number pulls here. So
all right. So
if I don't get my 3 this morning, I'll get them done after we get off the air. We'll announce 6 tonight.
There you go.
3 from this morning.
But we will have.
It
6
gives everybody more chance to get involved there.
Yes,
So
yes, it does. There's another great shot from our balloon cam. Videographer Jason up there enjoying. He's got one heck of a first flight. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And there is some water in the Rio Grande River. You can actually see it there, kind of going from the north to the south through the middle of the beautiful city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Where I live now in Pennsylvania, there's trees everywhere, and people just don't really realize how far you can see. And I was speaking with my neighbor the other day, and she says, well, let me see what it is. And I FaceTimed her, and I said, you see those mountains? Because I was in the heights. That's Mount Taylor, and that's like 70 miles away from where I am, and she was just amazed. So when you take that beauty of New Mexico and you add these balloons to it, it is just spectacular. And
absolutely.
That's why I've come back 53 times in a row.
Yeah. Beautiful, clear blue skies, not a cloud anywhere that I can see.
Not at all.
It's just, balloons kind of just hanging all over the sky, especially slightly northwest of the field. My guess is that most of the ones left standing on the field will just stay standing. Hey, I see one of the alien balloons far over on the west side of the field.
Yep.
Took off from the center of the field.
And landed on the west side.
Landed back over on the west side. So managed to kind of box back around. I believe that's one of the ones that did that. And we're starting to set up our Globitos on the far north end of the field. So our little guys, our little remote control guys are starting to set up. Sure.
All right, so I hear we with one of the
well, I think it's with Pat.
Oh, is it Pat? Oh, yes, it is.
Hi, Pat. Do you hear us? Art here and Ted on the rooftop.
I can. We're burning a little bit at the same time, so you hear every now and again a little bit of a burn.
We understand. Looks like a great flight day today, huh?
Yeah, I sure love this golf course. I sure wish we could land here.
He's referring to the Sandia Casino Golf Course. Yes, that's definitely a red zone. So, Pat, how were the conditions this morning off the field, and how was it flying with 500 of your best friends this morning?
It's so light and variable. It's stay attentive day, and there's so many landing out here in the Sandia reservation area, and it looks like they're being really good to them and taking them out of here one at a time. But we're trying to find a nice little path to get us out of here so that we can land out on the other side. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you just keep working that. Hopefully you'll be able to get out there. We're watching everything kind of shift a little bit to the northwest. But that, of course,
Sure
doesn't.
It's a beautiful day, though. It's the people out here, it's just fantastic. And
you didn't scare
we
our.
are having fun. It's like my first flight.
Excellent. And you're not scaring our photographer. He's giving us great shots, and you're giving him great angles.
Well, he is doing a great job. He's just having, and it's his first flight, too, he said.
Yes. So if it helps you out at all, just on the deck down here, I know you know what you're doing, but it looks like you're getting a little shift from the east to the west, which could get you away from that golf course and get you back over I-25. I'm assuming you're east of I-25 at this point.
Art told me to make sure the Velcro is in on your side. Oh, now he's laughing, Art.
Pat, thank you very much. Thanks for taking and send us some pictures of his first flight ceremony after you get packed up.
All right, we are definitely going to do that. We got some champagne all ready for him. You take care.
Thank you again, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Talk to you again later this week.
Bye-bye.
Pat Irwin flying for us, the Balloon Fiesta live mobile cam. So great pictures and great to talk to him and find out how it is up there. Like he said, it's a beautiful day as well. So we're keeping Diane busy for the entire show. So let's go back to Diane. Diane.
Well, while we wait for Diane, we'll just continue to watch this awesome finish to the morning mass ascension on the second day of the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. I'm Ted Maes, along with my broadcast partner, Art Lloyd Jr.
And I'm noticing a lot more of the Globitos actually standing up there.
There are quite a few.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of just, now it's kind of just stalled out altogether, to be quite honest with you. But again, as you mentioned, Art, there are a lot of people, it looks like they're just going to be static. They're going to get credit for inflating their balloon today and then be ready for tonight's original balloon glow. We will be on the air at 6 p.m., but the Fast Tracks jump team will be going at 5. We'll record that for you and play it back starting at 6 o'clock, and then we will bring you the original balloon glow this evening, followed by fireworks and wrap up our first weekend of the 53rd annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
Yep, what a great day.
The sun has finally got to us. So
yeah, it finally has. I'm about ready to unzip the jacket. So, of course, if you're still around or if you're watching and you're in the Albuquerque area, don't forget pin trading today at 11 o'clock so that you can get back onto the field and do some pin trading, which is a great time to pick up some new pins, get rid of some duplicates, meet some more pin traders, explore all the different options here. And just as soon as we said that we think all the balloons are going to stay on the ground, I noticed that the Tiger is off the ground, but it looks like he's doing a little tether.
Yes.
Kind of up and down there as well. So we've got Diane, remember to turn her mic on now. So Diane.
What's going on, Diane?
Take it away.
One of the youngest pilots here at the Balloon Fiesta, Chloe Frost from Rio Rancho. She's with her dad, Chris. Chloe started ballooning when she was 10 and a half years old. Now she's 11. And you have your Globito.
This is Sugar High.
Dad, why was it called? I know why it's called Sugar High.
Well, a couple reasons. It's a great name for the great color, but my wife has a candy business in Rio Rancho. And it's not advertising, and I'm not trying to get a tax credit, but man, balloons should be fun and exciting and cute. And
yeah, but I mean, when I eat sugar, I get a little high. But then I come crashing down, Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe, what do you like about being a balloon pilot?
It's fun, and you just get to go out and see everybody, and the balloons are really fun.
What about all the spectators here looking at you in Sugar High, Chloe?
Look
at them all. See them? Not to make you nervous, and your dad said because you're on Balloon Fiesta Live, you're going to be seen around the world. That didn't make you, as an 11-year-old, nervous at all, did it, Dad?
Only a little bit.
A little bit, I think so. So these Globitos remote control balloons are about the quarter of the size of a hot air balloon, but it's still a hot air balloon.
It is. All the physics, all this math, science, it all works the same. The perfect way, I think, to get into hot air ballooning for anybody in the entire world, and especially for children. And we're here, and we hope we inspire, millions of kids around the world to do what we're doing.
And tell me, how is it fixed? You use the remote control, but it has a gas propane burner up there.
We do. We have a twin burner, nice German burner system, and we use a remote control to tell it when to burn more.
And how about to let the air out? Mainly it's the remote control. You don't have any flap to let the hot air out?
Well, it cools off really fast. We don't have the volume the larger balloons do, so it will cool off pretty fast. We also have a tether to pull it down if we need to, and if we have an emergency, we do have this red cord here that it pulls a vent in the top.
Chloe, who's riding in your balloon? Who do I see here behind me?
That's the Wicked Witch of the West, and she's taking a ride.
Who else has been given a ride in your balloon?
She's our first passenger.
Oh, she looks a little scared there, Chloe. Look at the face.
That's excitement.
Oh, she's excited.
It's excitement.
Yeah. Very good. How much do these little Globitos remote control balloons run?
They vary, but you can get into hot air ballooning with RC for under $4,000, which is not terrible, especially when you start comparing the larger size. And then their availability for used balloons. I mean, just ask around. Balloon Fiesta is a great spot to meet people and hear all these opportunities.
Think you very much, Chris. Chloe, what would you like to say, your parting words to our viewers out there?
Bye.
Bye. Bye from Balloon Fiesta. Happy ballooning. Send her up, Chloe.
Hey, Diane, tell Chloe that we got lots of great comments here about how great it is to see Chloe on the air, that she did a great job.
Absolutely.
So great support online for Chloe. Thanks tell her thanks for all of us.
That's fun. That's one
Absolutely
way to start.
fun, yeah. It's amazing how fast the whole world of Globitos took off here, just like in the last couple of years.
I'm thinking when I was young like that, I would have probably had one of those things,
Oh, yeah. Well, you understand the science. You learn the science. You have to obviously start learning the weather as well. You understand all of these pieces. It's easy for you to build, to be able to go from there. And so it's a great way. And then when you get to be 14, when you can actually go get a student pilot certificate for the big regular size balloons, yeah, it's a great way to get started. And frankly, you can do it by yourself. You don't have to, but you can do it by yourself. You don't need a crew of 4 or 5 to be able to pack it up. You don't need that big truck or the trailer or any of that stuff. So.
Well, I think we told the story of back in the day that probably the prelude to these Globitos was Anthony Tony Polito and his brother, who built the balloon out of trash bags.
Yep.
They launched it here from Albuquerque, and they saw it go over the Manzano Mountains, and they chased it out to the east side and lost it in the clouds. A few days later, it ended up in Kansas. It's somebody's farm. And then a few days later, the FAA showed up at the Polito's front door. So that was kind of like the prelude to the whole thing.
We're here to help you.
Yes.
Yeah. And the other thing that's kind of cool here, when you just have all the Globitos standing up and you take pictures of them, unless you put a person in the picture with it, you can't tell whether that's the big size balloons or the little size balloons. And we should mention, since we have them here today, that we'll be featuring them tomorrow night in Los Ranchos, which is basically a village section in the northwest part of Albuquerque. We're calling it Glow in the Village. We're going to take our Globitos down. We're going to celebrate the 100th, the beginning of the celebration of the 100th anniversary of Route 66. It's actually next year, but we're going to have a year-long celebration leading up to that here in this part of the world. And so we're going to kick that off, which also means we're going to release the theme of the 2026 Balloon Fiesta tomorrow as well at our Glow in the Village in Los Ranchos.
Which is normally not released until the Friday of
Absolutely.
Fiesta, so it's a little preview more so than
that,
other years.
Yeah, that means the 2026 bumper stickers are going to be out
available
early as well.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see as we move forward. So since we've sent Diane out there among all the Globitos, now she's enthralled and has found someone else to talk to.
All right. Diane?
We have Chris Cutter and It's a World, the remote control balloon. And I told Chris one of my favorite balloons is It's a World, the big balloon, but now we have the quarter size.
It's a World.
It's a World.
Yeah, so we have Big Beautiful World, which is the big one. And then It's a World is a take on Itsy Bitsy and Blake's It's a Burger. So.
Tell us what you're doing right now.
Right now, I am connecting my batteries so I can use the remote control. As we know, these are all remote control hot air balloons, and that's what makes it fun. So, yeah, what we like to say is 1/4 the size, 4 times the fun. And let's see if we can get a flame going here.
You just did a cold inflate, and then you did the hot inflate.
Yeah, we're doing the hot inflation, and now we're just keeping the air hot so the balloons can go up.
Let's take it away. Let's show what you're doing. And as he said, it's 1/4 the size, but 4 times the fun with It's a Balloon. It's a lovely balloon. Here he goes, hot inflating. And you've got a double barrel there too, double burner.
Yeah, double burner. Oop, there we go. Yeah, I got to keep that hot air going in order to keep the balloons going up.
How big of a crew do you need for these remote control balloons?
Usually it's just me and Grandma, but you can have as many as you want.
What do the people tell you when they see this balloon?
They honestly like it. They love that it's the small version of the big one, and they love trying to find their countries that they come from.
There you go.
Really? I haven't heard that.
Yeah, so this is the globe, so it's geographically accurate, and we have several country flags wrapped around the perimeter, representing some of the most populous visitors to Fiesta.
Okay, your remote control, you ready to?
Yeah, we're ready.
Get off your knees now.
Yeah.
We've been down there a while.
Yep.
Oh, look how tall you look compared to the balloon.
Oh yeah, I can get down on my. And speaking of Grandma, here's Grandma.
Grandma's doing the last.
Yeah, she's doing the crown lines. And so I convinced her to switch from the big ones down to the small ones.
Hello. How are you? Tell us how the remote works. Ooh, it's getting a little hot. Ooh, we've got a couple balloons here. See you, Jewel. I'm Diane.
Hi, Diane.
What would you like to tell us while your grandson is working hard?
It's a beautiful day.
What about the remote control balloons?
Well, we love them. We love them. And it's real fun to be out here and just play. And it's wonderful for the crowd. They can come and participate if they'd like.
We've got a little bit of wind up there, Chris?
A little bit, yeah. Not too bad, though.
Are you having a difficult launch?
No. Compared to past years, this launch today is beautiful for the Globitos. So, yeah.
I don't see any passengers in that basket, Chris.
No. So we're just talking with Grandma. We're known for our Labradors, so we're trying to find some little Labrador stuffies to put in the basket, just like over at Grandpa's statue.
How many Globitos do we have out here today?
Well, we have 90 registered for Fiesta, which
might be a record. I hear it could be a record with Germany. I think we're kind of in a race with Germany on the number of Globitos or remote control balloons out of Fiesta.
Yeah,
but this 90 might top it.
I hope so, but who knows? We beat them once a few years ago, and they took it right back. So hopefully we can take it right back again this year.
Okay, let's see you. What do you do with the remote? Go up and down, or the burner? You're turning the burner on?
Yeah, just burner on and off, just like a normal balloon. We only have control of up and down. And yeah, it's just a simple flick of the switch. It's kind of like a normal balloon, but small.
Wow, and how many flags do you have on this?
I've actually never counted.
Okay, so Diane has found Chris Cutter, the grandson of Sid Cutter. Grandma is obviously Jewel.
Yes.
And we talked about these balloons being replicas. mini size of the big ones, but more of them are now, so it's the mini of everything, right down to the flags.
And I don't know if
all
anybody
this.
else noticed, but his banner number for that balloon was
72.
Which means?
We started this in 1972.
Exactly.
Grandpa started it
Yes.
in 1972.
And I've had the privilege to actually fly a big balloon with Chris when he had his big balloon, and I
Right,
had the privilege
because
of
he's
flying.
actually has his pilot
He does have a pilot certificate, yes, and I flew with Sid, so a couple generations there of ballooning royalty, so to speak. in
I never got
Albuquerque.
an opportunity to fly with Sid, but my wife Bobby did. When we used to do a Friday before Balloon Fiesta Friday afternoon flight, the Fiesta Challenge, and it was basically a hare and hound race. The one balloon would go off, and then 10 minutes later you'd launch everybody else after it. Sid was the hare balloon. Bobby was the scoring official who went with him to be able to put the X down. And kind of an interesting story about this. He didn't go very far off the field. He just kind of landed just on the other side of the field. Unbeknownst to him and many of the rest of us, Sandia Pueblo had just purchased the land on the south side of Tramway Road. So we actually landed on the Pueblo without even knowing we were on their land, and ended up having to carry the balloon out of that area.
Oh, I packed the whole thing out, yeah.
They had fenced it, and there was no vehicle access to it. So, all right.
Another great shot from our camera from the Nevada Battle-Born balloon.
So another fabulous day here at Balloon Fiesta. I see our banners, our ribbons, our white ribbons coming back.
Yes, here they come from
So-
Mr. Earl Buzzard.
Yeah. So we are going to start wrapping things down here. So we just want to do a few housekeeping things. Remember that you can share all of this information with the hashtag Balloon Fiesta Live and Balloon Fiesta. We would love to see your watch pictures. Email them to me at balloonfiestalive@balloonfiesta.com. Of course, this afternoon, we get things underway about 3 o'clock with chainsaw carving. We're scheduled to have Team Fast Tracks jump in with the big flags and the brand new Balloon Fiesta flag as well at 5 o'clock. We'll record that for you at 5 o'clock and broadcast it back when we come on the air at 6 o'clock. If you're coming out to the field, 5:15, Austin Van's going to be on the Main Street stage. And, of course, we're on the air live at 6 o'clock. It says 6:30 for the Balloon Glow, powered by ExxonMobil. Probably more like 6:30 because sunset isn't till about 6:45-ish. Team Fast Tracks jumps again at 7:30. And that time tonight they'll have all the pyrotechnics on their bodies and their lighted LED suits for us. And then we'll have our drone show at 7:45 and our afterglow fireworks at 8 o'clock. Tom Bueno told us this morning that we're looking pretty good for tonight. So we'll look forward to having all of that. Tomorrow morning starts our competition. So while we still start with the Dawn Patrol, with the drone show at 5:45, Dawn Patrol at 6 o'clock, we're going to launch about half the balloons at 7 o'clock, kind of a one-wave mass ascension at 7 o'clock, because the other half of the balloons are going to go a mile away or more and attempt to fly back into the field. There'll be targets set up on the field. We'll tell you more about those tomorrow when we know exactly what task they call. And we'll be down in the middle of that target area, bringing in fact, we're going to have 2 mobile cameras down in there to be able to bring you that kind of shots of what's going on.
And with these 2 large cameras on the north and south, I would quantify that as 4 right down on
There
the
you
field.
go.
So
Absolutely. So it's going to be a great day for balloon competition tomorrow as well. And then, of course, all the other great things. And tomorrow is also New Mexico Day.
Yes.
Which means if you've got a driver's license, an ID card, a utility bill that says, hey, I live in New Mexico, all you have to do is bring that with you tomorrow. Go to the ticket booth when you get here, show it to them. They'll give you a free ticket to get in. Yeah, we're still flying out there.
I look at that shot, though, of
with
nearly
the mountains
the
in the
needle
back.
of the Sandia Mountains behind it. Yeah, that's spectacular.
Just really cool. So tonight, the Balloon Glow, tomorrow's competition. We're continuing to kind of let balloons fly. They will fly for a little bit longer, but it won't be too much longer for they'll all be on the ground. Globitos for those of you here on the field. And tomorrow night also the Globitos glow in the village. So we talked about these. You want to talk about these?
Yeah. So our our friend Earl Buzzard flew these for us. This is the Day of Remembrance. I know that you had one for Ruth.
For Ruth.
I did one for a very special person that was a crew person of mine at Wells Fargo, Sandy Padilla. She lost her battle earlier in the year, and I saw her dad the other night, so I promised him I'd fly one for her. Oh, and my aunt in Denver.
Yep.
So there we go.
Thanks, Earl, for flying those for us.
Yes.
And let's see. So, based on that, I think we're kind of good to go.
Yes.
License plates giveaways. We'll get the 3 names pulled after the show. We'll announce 6 tonight, and also tonight we'll be announcing the first jacket winner.
Yes.
So lots of things to announce to you this afternoon. So be with us at 6 o'clock tonight. And then again, the whole rest of the week. Remember, all these shows are archived. If you missed anything, go back and watch it again. And be sure and tell all your friends and family and neighbors and everyone you know to watch us on Balloon Fiesta Live. I'm Art Lloyd Jr.
I'm Ted Maes.
We'll see you tonight.
So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You've been watching Balloon Fiesta Live, powered by ExxonMobil. Want more balloon action? Visit the archive of Balloon Fiesta Live broadcasts at balloonfiesta.com. Thanks for watching Balloon Fiesta Live. This program is a production of AIBF Inc.